Okay. Okay. As usual,
Okay.
test 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. As usual,
Okay.
test 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, there goes here. So, welcome back to this channel, guys. And I think is my voice a little bit too loud? Is it? No, I think it's fine. It's okay if you guys hurt your ears because I cannot hear anything. I'm deaf. But anyway, hi Pachulo. Hey Live. Hi Gabriel. Wait. Why is my name become live? What the fuck? Mikamayang, hi. Welcome to the stream. Sub Alive. Hi Frost. Sub Vivi. The fuck? Why is the translation translate my name as alive? Like Vivi. Like what language translate Vivi as live? The fuck? Let me consult Google Translate. Like which language has Vivi means alive? It's detected English. Hello all. Hi Raskia, welcome to the stream. Yeah, what language? If you can find the language, you know, like what country translated Vivi as alive? The hell? Romanian. You live. Yeah, Italian. Italian and Romanian means Vivi. Vivi in Italian and Romanian means alive. The fuck? Vivi alive in Spanish. Okay, Spanish also. Let me check Spanish. Spanish. Yeah, I live. Spanish also I live. Shit. Yeah, this translation tool is becoming better and better. You know, the day back in the day when Google Translate actually means totally something else. I think nowadays the translation tool become better and better. Yeah, with the coming of AI, I think they understand us more. Yeah. So I speak some Spanish. Okay, so which unit and pilot will be cool to get for the Gundam Zeta challenge stage? There are a couple, you know. Let me just show you. Oh yeah, so for those of you who don't know what Gabriel is talking about, I know Spanish. Hi Raskia, yeah. Oh, you know Spanish. Okay, what Gabriel is talking about, where he's talking about this. There's a new notice saying that there's gonna be a challenge stage for the Zeta Gundam. Hey. Okay, so this is gonna be hard, okay? Really hard, like the stage. Like if you do want to SP convert something, I do have some recommendation, okay? So obviously, people will think that the unit that can be brought on both the Zeta and Double Z stage will worth the SP conversion. It's kind of, you know, something like this unit. Okay, like look at that. It can be brought into the Zeta and Double Z. So obviously the Hyakusiki is the most efficient, but it's not the best because he doesn't have a pilot. Okay, like this is an Aeuk who uses rain stats. Okay, until now we only have Asuna for Rain's pilot because Camille is an awakened pilot. We only have 3 Aeuk pilots so far for the UR pilot. And if you do want to use a Rain's Aeuk pilot, there are not any good ones, and you need to settle down with the SR pilot. Okay, so and there is Char in disguise. I think there is Char in disguise, but it's not really the best use like this one. Quattro Bajingan. Okay, so this one quite okay, but stats wise, I rather not spend SP conversion on this guy. Okay, the stat sucks a lot. So we don't really have a good, you know, Aeuk pilot. if you ask me. Okay, so you need to settle with Camille, Asuna, or Judao. Okay, those three are the only AO pilot, and most of you don't have Camille. Okay, like a lot of players don't have him. Like he is pretty exclusive. Only those who are very wise and early bird into playing this game can ever have this guy. Okay, so you gotta have to settle with Asuna. Luckily, Asuna has high range and awaken stats. Okay, so if you do have Asuna, then Hyakushiki, I think rather than SP converting this guy, but you can actually, like, SP conversion materials is quite cheap right now. Okay, if you do want to not waste SP conversion, then you can get the Hyakushiki. There are two versions of the Hyakushiki. Okay, so there is this one and this one. Okay, attacker and the support. Okay, so the support one also can go for both the Zeta and the double Z. Okay, I think if you ask me, like, I rather have the support one. Okay, but I don't want to SP convert the support if I can. Like, it's a waste of material. Like, you only need the debuff anyway. Okay, so in terms of damage, there are other units you can use as a damage dealer. Okay, so mainly is the where is it? Let me just filter by series. It's much easier. Let's go. Ta-da! Okay. So among these units, okay, you can already see the one that is very much worth it is this guy. Even though you can only bring him on the Zeta series, okay, I don't know if you can bring him on the hard stage, but definitely this guy, without any question at all, I SP convert this guy straight away. Okay, 5 range weapon, natural 5 range weapon with both range and awaken stats that you can use. So you can either use Asuna or Camille or any other pilot, doesn't matter. Okay, they're all gonna deal high damage on this one, and Camille is the best pilot for this one. Okay, if you do have Camille, if you don't, then you use Asuna, but it's still good. Okay, it's still good because you can also use range or awaken stats. Okay. And attack, critical damage, accuracy, so definitely very good unit. And tech wise also a lot. Test type, one shot killer, Shippujin Rai, with Titans pilot. Oh yeah, Titans, this one. You need not Asuna, you need Sirocco. Okay, and Sirocco has high awaken stats, so you see, like, there are not many awakened units that you can use from the SSR unit in the Zeta Gundam. So this one, and then for the tank, the strongest one is this. Okay, the Zeta Gundam 3B type, but not many players can use this because this is a one-shot killer ace unit. Okay, but among all the tanks, this one is the strongest, but not the most versatile. If you do want versatility, then Psycho Gundam, obviously this one is really good. Okay, the very first tank that I SP convert. Okay, and then also there is this one. The Zeta Gundam is also quite good. Okay, although I don't recommend SP converting support unit, but you definitely can use this. So there are a lot of units here. Okay, the Psycho Gundam, the Zeta, the yellow Zeta, the Gundam MK4, and then the normal Zeta, the Hyakushiki, the full armor Gundam. This one is also really good. Okay, if you also have this, okay, the white Zeta, this is the upgraded version of this Zeta Gundam. Okay, so the white one is a better version of the normal one. And then there is also Neoiziel. This one is a really strong tank. Okay, and then the this is not a special debuffer, I think. Yeah, this is beam and defense down. Yeah, no. The Qbeli is not good yet. The Qbeli is only ever good on the double Z later on. Okay, and then there is also the Hyakushiki, this one, and that's it. Okay. So just grab a lot of copies of this thingy, the MK4, if you want. Like, if you have a lot of MK4, then I think you can bring duplicates, right? Into that stage. So just bring 10 MK4. That's the easiest way to clear that hard stage. Vivi, if they add that one, you must use one of your wallpaper in game. At what one? When not if? What not if? Rip me, I haven't even done the hard status stages on our own. Zeta MK3 Gundam also has both. What? Oh yeah, this one, the Zeta. The Zeta also has both. Okay, you can bring on both. And then we have MK3. Is this it? No, this one is only the Zeta. No. Wait, which MK3? This one, I think. Yeah, this one. But I don't recommend, SP converting unit just because you can bring them on both the Zeta and the Double Z. Because other than the Zeta and Double Z stage, you don't really use these units anymore, okay? So if you want to SP convert a unit, obviously SP convert something that you can even bring in PvP, okay? In PvP or other PvE stages, like obviously the MK4 is the best. You can even use this guy in PvP, okay? So very, very worth it to SP convert the MK4, even though it can only be used on the Zeta, not the Double Z, but really strong unit, okay? Very much worth it for SP conversion. So yeah, like for example, this guy, like you can bring this on both the Z and the Double Z, but SP converting something like this, you don't really use this guy anywhere else outside of the Z and Double Z stage, okay? Stats wise also sucks. Look at that. He is a tank with 4 movement, with stats worse than the Psycho Gundam. I rather have the Psycho Gundam. The fuck. Look at this. This sucks a lot. I rather just use the Psycho Gundam. Just build 2 Psycho Gundam. Why not? This is a much better unit. Look at that. Much tankier with only 4 movement. With an eye field, okay, much stronger, and you can bring him on atmospheric, okay. Let's see. I barely managed to do seed challenge. There is only 3 UR and 2 SSR. What 3 UR and 2 SSR? This one? Yeah, there are only 3. Look at that. So yeah, obviously, if you do want to have the best, get this guy, okay? This is the best. Only have Asuna and Zero, and the only attacker between the 3 is limited. TR5 is the best for hard campaign. The all Zeta wallpaper. I have an idea. An unlimited UR Yagasaki is together along the DJ Amura is shared together. What test banner? Who's gonna SP convert? What? Oh, I need Z and Double Z stage. The pilot there are only 3. And 2. Oh, you mean the pilot for the Zeta series? Yeah, you have no choice but to, level up some of these pilots. But I don't recommend, SP converting anyone. None of them are good. None of them are good. So yeah, just level them up just to be a filler pilot, okay? That's it. Wait, I have a scout. I haven't scout yet. Oh, okay, these guys. Yeah. Let's go. This is the most stupid person in the entire history of Gundam. This one is the second most stupid person. We've already watched the movie, okay? You're testing the new pilots on the Gundam. Yeah. I'm gonna open up the other account, and hopefully it can open up, because it always takes so long if I want to open up the other account, like my friend's account. Who is good to SSP? Z plus Double Z then. All I know is Yaku Zeta, but they kinda low stat. No, you don't need to SSP. Just SP convert is enough. Okay, SP convert is enough. If you even want to SSP them, the best one is this one, Hazelra. But you cannot use this on the double Z. Okay, the Hazelra, when SSP convert, he finally get a 5 range weapon. Tada! 5880. The higher remaining HP is, the higher regenerator weapon increase. Okay. Let me see this one. The fire from the enemy. Yeah, this guy is still better than the Harairu. The fuck. And they are both Titan. Yeah. Yeah. You better off just SSP convert the Gundam MK4. Like, this guy is the best. But I don't recommend SSP converting anyone, okay? Just SP convert is enough. You see, SP convert the Gundam MK4 for sure. And then if you do one, just go with the Zeta, the Hyakusiki, then the support Hyakusiki, and then the full armor Gundam MK3. Okay, if you do want to SP convert. The rest will not be used anywhere else. Yeah. And just SP convert the Psycho Gundam for the tank. Let me see the double Z. What is included in the double Z? If they release the double Z hard states later. Oh yeah, obviously, okay. Don't think about the double Z, okay? Because on the double Z, you have the S Gundam. The freaking S Gundam is here, okay? No need to think, you already have your attacker there, okay? This guy can just single-handedly kill everything, okay? And then there is the Cock here, okay? Zod Cock. So you can also SP convert this Zod Cock. And then there is the who else? Yeah, not many attacker. You can also use the Overon for the attacker, for the melee attacker. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. So that's why the only worth using is just those things. You definitely gonna need to bring the Qbeli double Z. This one is a special debuffer. Okay, really good. And then the LPO play Qbeli, this one also. But you don't need to SP convert them, okay? Just bring them for the debuff. That's it. Should be doable. Okay, and there are also these two units, okay? If you do want to, SP convert an SR unit, the Enhanced Double Z Gundam and then Double Z Gundam is also really good, okay? If you ever want to SSP convert, okay, also, the one that is very, very worth it is this guy, the Enhanced Double Z Gundam. Because when you SSP convert this guy, he finally get a 5 range weapon with a power 6300 with awakened stats, okay? And you have attack 10%, and when vigor is max or higher, increase attack by another 5%. Okay, this is the strongest attacker from the Zeta series. Okay, the Double Z series. Look at that. So yeah, the Double Z has a lot of attacker. Okay, don't worry. Okay, the Gaymalk is also here. If you do want to SP converted Gaymalk, this one can be piloted by Sharas Nabah. Okay, and also Haman Sama. Okay, so yeah, and also I know you cannot really put full frontal in here. Oh, you can put the Sharas Nabah from Nightingale, okay? Sharas Nabah from Nightingale can pilot the Gaymalk. So yeah, there are a lot of units that you can SP convert from the Double Z. So don't worry, you don't need to SP convert units that can be used in both the Z and the Double Z, okay? On the Z Gundam, just SP convert the ones that you think you can use in the future, okay? The one that really definitely can be used in the future is the Psycho Gundam, this one. Really, really good unit, okay? And then this one, Zeta Gundam 3, V-Type, this one is the strongest AUK tank, okay? And then there is this Gundam MK4, okay, for your attacker. Just build a lot of Gundam MK4, okay, if you want. They are really strong. And then for the support, use this, but don't need to SSP to SP convert. And then there is, you can also bring this guy if it's not enough. Okay. And then there is this one also, full armor Gundam MK3. And this guy. Okay, the Hyakuseki support. So that's it. Yeah. Yep. That's all. The rest you can just bring them as is. Okay. If you do ever want to SSB convert, just SSB convert this guy. Okay, the Gundam MK4. This is the best from the Zeta series. Guys, when is the live streaming? What live streaming? You mean the developer live streaming for the roadmap? Gonna be around 20 something. I think it's gonna be on around 20 something. Yes. Just stay tuned. Next week. It's gonna be next week. Why does Zeta have that many supporter pilots? I need a Zeta Attacker and Defender pilots. Please give. We don't know. They have one Mark IV, man. I'm so doomed. My UC stuff like stuff. Yeah, but it's understandable because you just started playing the game. Okay, no. MK4, I see it can be used on G Gen series. Yes, exactly. Yeah, GJ units kind of rare. Yeah. Fast is also good. Which fast? Or from the Double Z series. Let me go back. This one. The fast. Yeah, I think I saw somebody actually mention this unit before. But I don't see what's good about this guy. You know? Like, the normal Zeta is the same. Like, has defense down 30%. Like this guy. Also has a defense down 30%. 4,800. And is even better than this guy. You know? Because he can change into atmospheric. Okay? And that guy has 5 movement while this guy has 4 movement. The only thing good about this guy is the map weapon. Okay, he has a map weapon. So if you do need a map weapon, then yeah, go for this guy. But other than that, like the normal Zeta in any given situation, this is a much better. Oh, he only has 4 movement. Okay, too bad. Same. But you can change him into the Wave Rider. Okay, you can go to atmospheric with this guy. So this guy is a better version than the fast. So if you need map, then go fast. If you don't need map, then go that one. Okay, but still, like, because this is a support, you need, okay, if you do need a map weapon and you don't need that big, then this guy is your map weapon attacker. Okay, this is an attacker. You deal much higher damage with this guy compared to the fast, unless the enemy is weak. Okay, so I don't see what is good about this guy. Okay, tech wise also not that many. Look at that, the fuck. You don't have that many techs on this guy either, so nothing good from that guy. Okay, the Gundam MK5 is still better, I think. Look at this. This guy has income. Okay, range and awaken stats. Basically, this is the Double Z version of the MK4. Okay. Yeah, look at that. This is the Double Z version from the MK4. So I rather use this guy compared to the fast. And the map weapon is also nice. Okay, this is an attacker, so definitely gonna deal high damage on this one. And you can use awaken stats on this one. Okay, so this is the FSF either. Wait, EFSF. Wait. We don't have. Do we have an EFSF pilot on the Double Z? I don't think we have. Who is the EFSF pilot on the Double Z? Probably just Amuro, right? Judo is Ayuk. Who is EFSF from here? The fuck? Yeah, we don't have a pilot for that guy. Why is there an EFSF unit in the Double Z? Why? But in any case, if it is about stats, then this guy is really good. Okay. As Gundam also is actually the same. Like, this is the FSF, not AU. But still okay. I mean, like, you can just use any pilot. He will still deal the highest damage among all of your other units here because he is the strongest. Okay. And yeah, I think among these, you have a lot of options, okay? S Gundam, Gaymark, the Zeta Gundam, the Hyakushiki, the Zodhawk, the full armor double Z Gundam for their map weapon, and Qbeli double Z for debuff, Qbeli MK2 for debuff, okay? And then the Overon for melee DPS, then the Gundam MK5 for map weapon. You have a lot of options in here, and also the enhanced double Z and the double Z Gundam, okay, these two. Why these two is great? Because they have a 6,000 weapon power, dude, for an SR unit. Okay, 6,000, and even better, this guy has 2 weapons with 6,000 weapon power. Look at that. Only downside is that unit tension max or greater. But it's easy after you kill a couple of enemies, you know. And the enhanced double Z, once you SSP convert this guy, he has a 5 range weapon. Okay. So if you ever want to SSP something, SSP this guy. This is really strong. If only I don't have, if only Florence didn't come out last time, I would have SSP convert this guy. Because I know that we don't have a perfect pilot for the Phoenix Gundam. So I would have SSP convert this guy. But because we now have a chance to get the Florence, okay, I definitely gonna SSP convert my Phoenix Gundam. Okay, because it is a really good G-Gen unit. Okay, I've been using Phoenix Gundam in almost like a lot of situation because that unit also has a lot of tanks. Like, look at this. This guy has UC series and alternative series, and then there is a Gundam and Psychomo, and then G Generation series, unstoppable ace unit, and also aerial use. This guy can fly, and then tenacious. Okay, a lot of tanks. Okay, I've been using Phoenix Gundam a lot. Let me see the MK4. Is the MK4 also has a lot of tanks, like a lot like him? No, he lacking 2 tanks. Okay, so only UC series only, not alternative series. Okay, test type Titans, one shot clear, Super Jinrai. Yeah, the best thing about the Phoenix is that it's UC series and alternative series. He has both. Problem is that it doesn't have a pilot tech. Okay, that's why Florence and Aplodia are the only ones who can maximize his strength. And definitely Florence, okay, because Florence has an increased damage dealt when riding G Generation series unit. So yeah, look at that. This is Paptimus Sirocco for the MK4. Yeah, 5 is only attacker aside from Zeta. You can use Z Skyman. Tier 5 Rairu. Okay. What is the Rairu? This one. Tier 1. Tier 5. Oh yeah, this one you can change it to the flying form. Okay, the echo is here. Hi, my hero. Welcome to the stream. Hyakushiki SP helped me a lot on many ER. Yeah, because you already SP convert him. But if you SP convert other units, you will have realized that the Hyakushiki is not that good compared to other SP converted units from this series. Especially if you go to the double Z stage, okay, you can just compare him with the S Gundam, okay. Who deals higher damage, S Gundam or the Hyakushiki? You can already know the result. Are you going to pull the new banner? Oh yes, of course. Let's go. Why that SR double Z stronger than SSR double Z? Because after you SSP convert that unit, they basically have the same level, okay. So when they have the same level, then SSR and SR doesn't really matter, okay? The only thing that matters is the weapon power and also your passive abilities, okay? Then the passive abilities, the double Z Gundam, okay, has attack 10%, and when figure is max or higher, attack defense by 5%, and there is this survivability ability. So the double Z also has the same thing. Let me go filter by series, so it's easier for me to get into both units. Okay. So this guy also has the same thing. Look at that. Attack by 5%, attack defense by 5%. I think if you SSP convert, does it go up? Let me see. Yeah, it go up. Look at that. So if you SSP convert this guy, he can get the same stats as the full armor double Z Gundam. Okay, but the decisive factor between these two, yeah, attack 10%, defense 5%. He only get an extra survivability stats. Okay, the decisive factor between these two is this. Okay, the full armor double Z Gundam can only use range stats. So if you do have Camille, then you cannot deal maximum damage on the full armor double Z Gundam. Okay, and this is Ayuk. You only has Asuna, Camille, and Judao. All three of them use awakened stats, except Asuna. Asuna has a balance of range and awakened stats. So you can only put Asuna on here. And you know she is not an attacker, so you won't deal very high damage on this one. So that's the decisive factor, because the enhanced double Z Gundam, once you SSP convert this guy, he gonna get an awakened weapon. And even without SSP convert, you know, he has an awakened weapon. So Camille can actually use his 970 awakened stats on top of this enhanced double Z Gundam. And this power is 6,300. It's no joke. Okay. So that's why the enhanced double Z Gundam is an SSP converted candidate, if you do want. But still, I mean, like, because this is very, very niche, okay? You can only use this guy if you are into Camille Biran, okay? So you still have a lot of other units that you can SSP convert, that you can get a lot of, how to say, advantage of, okay? Shara's Noble from Nightingale is from CCA, not double Z. Oh yeah, you cannot go use him in that double Z stage. Ah, too bad. Although he is a Neo Zeon. It's from Sentinel story. Who? Oh, you mean the EFSF? Yeah. The EFSF is from the Sentinel story. Dang it. Is SSP Pene SF Meteor Lupus Rex usable versus MLB team on Master League? All I got is 10 ship that could be used in seed. Plus MLB Ground Gundam and MLB Noir. Definitely the Penelope you can use on Master League. SSP Penelope is really strong in Master League. And the Strike Freedom Meteor is also another one. And it's good news, because if you do pull Atrunzala, you can use him to pilot the Strike Freedom Meteor. Okay, it's gonna be your best attacker if you don't have any other option. Okay. Bromate top 10 SSP unit. I did actually, but I think that one is already outdated, because my top 10 SSP unit included the Lupus Rex and the Barbatus Lupus, and those two doesn't really work if you don't have Mikazuki. And for all the newer players who doesn't have Mikazuki, right now your best top 10 SSP converted units is this guy. Okay, for all the new players, because this is much more viable for a lot of players. You can just slap the attacker Setsuna, which is non-limited pilot, on top of this guy, and you will already get the strongest SSP converted unit. Okay. Still, the Lupus Rex will deal higher damage than the Double Eraser, but it only happens if you have Mikazuki. Okay, Hyakuzuki deals physical damage that bypass outfield 40% beam damage. That's his only good thing. Yeah, that's his only good thing. If you fight against enemy who has eye field, which is the Queen Manta, the Psycho Gundam, if you face them, Queen Manta and Psycho Gundam, then you can use the Hyakuzuki to deal physical damage against them. Other than that, yeah, any other unit is basically much better than this guy. But still, like, the eye field can be bypassed by one other unit. Okay, this is beam range weapons, so it doesn't block a beam melee weapon. Okay, so the Overon can actually kill the Queen Manta and the Psycho Gundam. That's why I recommended Overon. Okay, yeah, this Overon is actually a really nice unit. That's it. I don't have Camille, sorry. Only Asu and Sirocco. Yes, yeah, Mikazuki. The Blower is so good, very happy with it. Yes, Bang. Best SSR untuk tiap series di story dong. That's gonna take quite a while. Okay, so let me do some damage comparison first for the current banner. Should I? I mean, like I already prepared the title. Okay, we're supposed to test the current banner because there are a couple of testing that I didn't do on my latest video. And one of the thing is that can the map weapon of the Strike Noir deal damage on the same unit or not? Okay, like can you target the same unit with both snipe weapon? Sadly, I couldn't pull Atron at 100 rolls. I might wait for live stream roadmap before I roll again. Yes, that's the best choice. I will wait for roadmap before playing on Seed Banner. I feel also can't block special beam, right? Yes, I feel cannot block special. Okay, so because it cannot block special, so the full armor double Z also can bypass that. This is a special weapon. Okay, I think a lot of other units also special weapon. Okay. Like this guy also is a special weapon. Let me see. Oh, this is beam. It's gonna be get blocked. This is beam. Yeah. This is beam. So the enhanced double Z Gundam gonna get blocked by I field. S Gundam. I think S Gundam is special. Yeah. This is why. Just go for the S Gundam. Like this is the strongest SSR unit in this game, even until now. So you will never go wrong if you just SSP convert the S Gundam. Okay. And I think Gaymark is also special. Let me see. Mother funnel. Oh no, it's beam. Wait, what's the other one? The barrage. This is beam. Yeah, you're gonna get blocked by I field. Yeah, so the full armor double Z, the S Gundam doesn't get blocked by the I field, so you have a lot of options. Okay, you don't need Hyakuseki. That's the last video. It's only beam range, not special beam. Yeah, spoiler, he can. Who? What can? I have the URXS Gundam. Hey, lucky free ticket. Oh my god, you're so lucky. Yeah, I don't have the XS Gundam. You could have bring the XS Gundam in here because it's also a Sentinel Gundam. Okay. So, best SSR series for every best SSR unit for every series, or testing first. Let me just go testing first because I borrow somebody else's account for this. Okay, so we're gonna go and test. Firstly, the map weapon. Okay. If you haven't watched the previous video, my latest video, then do so. Okay. Let me just show you. Like I do have something in mind, like damage comparison. Oh yeah, this is one I didn't show you last time. In the video, I put it as a comment down below on the video. So, God Gundam is still the highest damage dealer when piloted by Shin Asuka. Okay. Wait, not this Justice. Where is the other Justice? Oh, here. Okay. So when piloted by Shin, let me see, Shin is still the strongest pilot in this game. He can just pilot any, because he started off as broken. And the developer decided to leave him be. Okay, so he is the most broken pilot in this game. Lucky for all of you who been in my channel when the Destiny banner came out. Okay, because I fully recommended everyone to pull for Shin Asuka and the Destiny Gundam just for the pilot. Okay. Like whoever you are, whatever tech you use, pull Shin Asuka. A quick test I want to use. Since you are there, might as well see my SS and SSP list also. This game added 2 more Astra units. Oh yeah, we saw that, but not good. Those 2 are not good. Air Strike Noir can only double attack. Yeah, MA. Yeah, that's why. That's what we gonna test. Okay, that's why we borrow this account. We're gonna try sniping a big unit. Okay, and also sniping a small unit. Sniping small unit probably not gonna happen, but we're gonna snipe the big unit. Okay, so this is the highest damage coming out from the Infinite Justice, 505,000 damage. Okay, and this is with the modification 12%. Tada. Okay, with it. Infinite Justice. Tada. MLB. Okay, so we're gonna change into the God Gundam, and then the Destiny, and probably the Barbatus. Okay, because those 4 are the candidates of the strongest damage dealer in this game. So 505. Okay, we're gonna go with Barabatos. What is Barabatos? Okay, Barabatos with Sin. Okay. I guess the SSR full armor Gundam only good for the map attack. Which one is that again? I forgot. Also, can we watch its animation? You mean the Justice? I think I showed you in my latest video. But yeah, let me just do it on the last try. Let's go. Okay. And I end phase. Sin game bug, good for Sin. I miss the Destiny banner set. Yes, it's very sad for those of you who didn't play this game early enough. Because right now you are on my second account. Ooh, nice. Armor double Z Gundam. Okay, yeah. It's only ever good for map weapon. Yes, true. So this is Barbatos damage. That's now the Infinite Justice is 505,000. Barbatos is 514,000. Okay, so when using the same pilot, the Barbatos still deal higher damage than the Infinite Justice Gundam. So that's a little part of why Infinite Justice deal higher damage than the Barbatos is because of the pilot. Atrunzala is a single chance step pilot compared to Mikazuki, double chance step. So Mikazuki doesn't have that final damage increase 15%. So that's why in my latest video, the Infinite Justice deal higher damage than the God Gundam and the Barbatos. Okay, but when given the same pilot, the Barbatos still deal higher damage than Infinite Justice. Okay, so if you only compare the unit itself, then the Infinite Justice is not supposed to deal that much damage. Okay, so Atrunzala is a really good pilot. Okay, that's why you should pull Atrunzala to pilot any of your orb units. Okay, namely the Strike Freedom, the UR and the SSR, and then the Strike Freedom Meteor, and also the who else? Yeah, the Infinite Justice itself, and also the Gold Frame Amatsu. Okay, Gold Frame Amatsu is the best SSR alternative to be piloted by Atrunzala. Only started playing a couple of weeks ago. I feel the pain. Oh my god. And hi Bacon, welcome to the stream. Yeah. So yeah, that's why if you miss a lot of units and pilots in this game, like it's really hard to just wait for a rerun. Okay, you basically in the mercy of the Bandai developer. Okay, just pray that they decided to rerun your favorite unit. Okay. And I don't think they will rerun the Destiny Gundam. Okay, that unit is too broken. I think part of the reason why they let Shin Asuka be that broken is because they know that nobody else will ever get Shin Asuka in the future. So look at that, the Destiny Gundam 572,000, okay, even higher than the Barbatos. Okay, so because the Barbatos already make use of the critical damage, okay? So the guaranteed critical from the Shin Azuka doesn't really give him any more advantage. For units like Destiny and the God Gundam, they get a full advantage because they normally cannot deal critical damage. When given Shin Azuka as the pilot, they deal the highest amount of damage. Okay, so we gonna finally see the damage of your god. This is called God Gundam for a reason. This is literally the god of all Gundam. I think pilot strike freedom in the movie, so makes sense it fit. Yeah, I think so. So yeah. In my very past, however, this OP, yes, exactly. So let's go and face. Okay, this is your god. Look at the damage. Jang, 612,000. Okay, the highest damage you can ever deal in this game. Shin Azuka piloting a god Gundam. Yeah. So yeah, that's the damage comparison when given the same pilot, okay? The same OP pilot, okay? On all of those melee attacker, okay? They are the strongest when dealing, very high attack. I wonder how much damage the Zeta Gundam though. Let me check, okay? I never actually put Shin Azuka on the Zeta Gundam. Let me just check. Zeta Gundam has the highest attack stats among every single unit in this game. No. Only one other highest attack stats, which is the Shiarzaku. Okay, the Shiarzaku has even higher attack than the Zeta Gundam. So let me just see the Zeta Gundam, and we're gonna go with the Shiarzaku after this. Okay. So just now the Destiny is 570, the Barbatos is around 510 something, I forgot, and the Infinite Justice is also around 505,000 Infinite Justice. So let me see how much damage the Zeta Gundam deal. 524. Okay, not that high. Okay, it's higher than the Infinite Justice, but it's also higher than the Barbatos. Yeah, it's higher than the Barbatos. Look at that, but not higher than the Destiny. Okay, so that's where Zeta Gundam sits in between there. So I reckon that the Shiarzaku probably deal 530 something. Okay. The Shiarzaku, 503 something. This is Shiarzaku. The Shiarzaku has a modification, 12%. No, you only have 8%. Let me give you the 12%. Rifle UC series, right? Let me grab from the Zazabi. This is a Rifle UC series. Wait, no, it's a protagonist. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, wrong. This is a protagonist. Okay, let me grab from the high unit. Okay. Apparently it's a protagonist in the Origin series. I don't could roll for anniversary anymore. I'll be waiting for more freedom units. Should I be real strike freedom with Kira plus last pilot when Seed movie event come? Bring Noir to test map also, so no need to restart the stage again. Oh, and Yeah, but I want to test on the mobile armor. Okay, the map weapon. We need to test the map weapon on the mobile armor. Test Caliban with Sin. Okay, let me try that later. So end phase. We wanna say that you motivated me to finish the generation. I got the wife, so thanks. You have the rival in origin is Amuro. Yeah, Amuro is actually the real bad guy. You know, Char is always been the good guy. Okay, long live Char. Sixion. Okay, let me see the damage. I think you are the higher remaining HP is. Okay, 534. See, I told you. I can already guess. It's around 530 something. Okay, so very nice, very nice. Okay, so we already know. And yeah, let's just bring Strike Noir just to you know, see if your map weapon can hit the same guy or not. Okay. Because what I want to test is if I aim on a mobile armor, because the mobile armor actually covers 2 times 2 square. So can I aim a different part of a mobile armor? That's the question. Okay. So let me go with the Caliban. Where is the Caliban? Why do you even want the Caliban? You know. And hopefully the enemy attack miss. Because if it miss, then Caliban will deal the highest damage. Okay, where is the Strike Noir? There we go. Ta-da! He is on 2. Okay, so sortie. Let's go. Zixion. Hi Tamago. Yes, Zixion. You have to protect Caliban on sway. Yeah. Can you snipe the ground? I can select the ground, but I don't think I can you know, how to say, like click the finish button. Okay, like this. Let me just go here. Okay, let's use the map weapon. Look at that. So this is how you aim. Okay, you can go select the 1 or 2. Okay, and you can choose 1, change the 1. Okay, and then for 2 you can move the 2, or you can just remove it. Okay, by clicking the unit and then clicking the number. You cannot go without any target. So the 1 I can just click again and then remove it. Okay, and I can click empty slot. I don't know if I can begin battle. Let me just click empty spot. Can I do this? No target. Yeah, I cannot. So that means that if I just hit number 2 over here and hit the ground, then only this guy will get hit. I can actually begin battle if I only hit 1. So you can choose, okay? You can choose to just hit 1 enemy. It's okay. But you cannot deal the same damage on the same enemy. Look at that. If I click number 1 on this Sharsaku, it will go to the number 2. I cannot double hit the same guy. Okay. So there is that. I can click the ground though, but it will just hit that one. That's it. Okay. So let me go with the Caliban. Let's see the damage. If I sway, I will not have enough SP for this attack burst. So let's just hope that the enemy miss. Okay. I think that he definitely missed. Okay, he only has 10% chance to hit me. Let's just hope. Okay. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Nice. So maximum damage. Let's see how much damage the Caliban will deal. Tada! 465,000. Wait, it's very low. Oh, wait, you don't have modification, is it? You have. Why is your damage very low? Why is your damage very low? Huh? Am I doing something wrong here? No, right? Or is your damage very low? Huh? Range unit Taliban? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I forgot. I am comparing a melee unit with a range unit. Yeah. So if you want to compare the Caliban, then you definitely need to compare it with the Strike Freedom. Like there is no comparison right now. 465. Okay. So 465. So that's the Caliban. Then your comparison should be on the Zeta Gundam. Just now, Zeta is like a 4-range unit. But still, like that's why damage-wise, okay, the melee units deal the highest damage, followed by the 4-range unit. Okay, the 4-range unit include like someone like Zeta, the Sharzaku, blah blah blah. Okay, they deal higher damage than the 5-range weapon. The 5-range weapon deal that much damage. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the Eternal Road. Okay, I want to see the Noir map weapon on this guy. Okay, because there are a lot of mobile armor in here. Let's put the Strike Noir. Where's the Strike Noir? There we go. Ta-da! Sortie. Let's go. Caliban is a range unit. Hello. I need your opinion on how should you limit break between the High New, Strike Freedom, and the Wing Zero. It depends on your preference. I mean, like all three has different series, different tags, and the High New and the Wing Zero different purpose. Yeah, they all have different purpose. The fuck. The Strike Freedom is the most standard unit. Okay, the High New has very nice damage on the straight line map weapon, but he cannot move using that map weapon. The Wing Zero has a moving map weapon, even though it deals lower damage. So they all have different purpose. What do you need? Oh, I can hit twice. Oh, that's nice. The damage also get twice. So yeah, it's true. You can hit the same unit if they are mobile armor. Okay. Ta-da! So this is nice. You can deal double damage on the mobile armor using the Strike Noir. Ho. 2 snipe. This is nice. Let's go. Begin the battle. Wow. Look at that. So that's a nice thing to have from the Strike Noir. Okay, so now you know. Okay. Yes, that's so good. Double the damage, okay, double the snipe on a mobile armor. So it's a disadvantage. Bringing a mobile armor against a Strike Noir is a disadvantage. Will the UR pilot Garotran work with Strike Noir? I think so. Yeah, let's put Garotran. We will see if the map weapon can be used 3 times. Like you can already use this map weapon twice. Okay, so with Garrett you can use this map weapon 3 times. So yeah, definitely a good pilot. Where is Garrett? Ta-da! See my SP and SSP list, units and pilots. Yeah, let's go. How do I know which weapon I should not upgrade? My damn Sinanju keep using kick. For frontal is an idiot. No. Is the kick the 6-range weapon? Then it makes sense because he cannot reach his enemy. Unless the kick is your melee weapon. That means that the melee weapon is enough to one-shot your enemy. The AI thinks that, okay? That's why he uses the kick. And also, most likely is because full frontal is a melee pilot. So he deal higher damage on the melee weapon. So he thinks that that melee weapon is enough to kill his enemies, okay? But you better go for wing. It still depends, you know. Like even if he is a newbie, then if he has a lot of new type units, then he still better off with the High New Gundam. High New Gundam is not that bad. Okay. So it all comes back to, you know, what units and supporters do you have? Where is Garrett? Hi Garrett. Oh, there he is. Okay, let's go. Mathematics wise, which would you limit break? You know, like everybody will have a different unit to limit break. Okay, Yuki-Exa. So I cannot really answer that. Okay, it comes back to your lineup. Okay, so look at this. This weapon has 2 ammo, right? 2 ammo. So if I use Garrett's this one, tada. I go here, use this for free, tada! I can attack this, there. And then I still have 2 ammo. Oh my god, Garrett. Yeah. So and damage wise, he's not that far behind from Sven. Because Sven is a support pilot, Garrett is an attacker, so he actually deal higher damage than the Sven. But you cannot support attack after that, okay? So it's up to you. You want to use more map weapon for the snipe, or do you want to, after you use map weapon, you can support attack somebody else? Okay. Interesting thing I found out is that upon SSP, Stargazer gets 2 map ammo. Kinda makes GP02 worthless now. No. GP02 still deal higher damage than the Stargazer, because the Stargazer have very, very low attack stats. You see? So the Stargazer map weapon is only ever worth if you kill very, very weak enemies. Okay. Wasn't there another pilot with free ammo? Yes, it is Sharasnaba. Okay. This Sharasnaba. Where is Sharasnaba? This guy. Okay. Tada! He has another ammo, free ammo. Master, he keeps going forward and you skip. But this is also a support pilot, okay? So, oh yeah, you can also use the double support attack for this guy. Yeah. This is a much better option. If you do need the support attack, then go for Sharasnaba, okay? He's an even better pilot than Sven himself. I think Sven will deal higher damage than Shar, okay? But if you need more snipe, then go for Shar. Yeah, you can just swap in between. In Master League, he keeps going forward and use kick. Depends on what tech you use most. I see limit break, strike, freedom, or wings here, depending on the team you have. Stargazer is good for killing ants. GP02 is good for killing flies. What is the best pilot for Penelope? Penelope is EFSF, so the best pilot for Penelope is this guy. This freaking guy. Amuro is just everywhere, okay? Amuro is always the best for EFSF pilot. He's really strong. Okay. So yeah, this one is NTD, so doesn't really work. Too bad. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so Sylvarians himself already asked me to check out his SP converted units. Okay, so here SP the Dynamis. This is a free SP converted. Oh yeah, I need to sort by rarity. Okay, there we go. So look at that. He SSP convert the full armor Hyakushiki, the Burning Gundam, the G Falcon DX, the Dragoon Strike, Double Racer. Okay, so if you ask me, in my opinion, the really good choice among these is the Burning Gundam, the Dragoon Strike, and the Double Racer. Okay, the G Falcon is all right. Okay, he is still okay even without SSP conversion, because if you put Elan Ceres here, okay, or any pilot that can go supercharged from the very beginning, okay, you can use his map weapon. Okay, the only downside of the G Falcon DX is that his weapon, the twin satellite cannon, requires tension max or greater, and also the map weapon requires tension max or greater. So at the very beginning, if he doesn't go supercharged straight away, he cannot use 2 of his best weapon, okay, the map weapon and the twin satellite cannon. So you need a supercharged pilot to use this unit perfectly. So that's why you SSP convert this guy, and you can get an SSP weapon that doesn't require tension max, okay? But like I said, if you put a supercharged pilot, you can basically just use this pilot just fine. But if you SSP convert, you can finally use Garrett on this unit, okay? Because you no longer require tension max or greater. You still do on the map weapon, but at least you can use the 5 range weapons straight away, okay? So that's it. But still, like, it's quite optional, okay? Because most of the time for me, myself personally, I use this G Falcon DX for the map weapon, not really for the 5 range weapon. I need him for this. He is one of the unique map weapon attacker that has this kind of shape of map weapon, okay? Use filter because I have NRSR also. Oh yeah, we're gonna go with that later. Yeah. So which banner is better, Nightingale or IJ? None of them is better, okay? Without any context, the Infinite Justice is no. They both have pros and cons, okay? The Infinite Justice is better in terms of strength of the unit and the pilot, but the Nightingale has a limited time unit, okay? You will never ever get a chance to get Nightingale anymore after this banner is gone, but you still have a chance to get Infinite Justice and the Strike Noir in the future. So pros and cons. But if you don't need Nightingale, okay, don't force yourself into getting Nightingale if you're never gonna use him anyway. So it's better to just spend on the Infinite Justice. So yeah, you need context into deciding whether the Infinite Justice or the Nightingale banner is better, okay? And also it comes back to you, which units and tags do you use more, or you gonna use more, okay? I'm gonna save my current 400 SSP for the Gundam level of movie Gundam. So yeah, nice. People is more heavily. There's too many Amuros, lol. All Amuros are great. G Falcon very dependable on pilot with MP up, and for Gundam X SR pilot don't have anyone that have MP up after SP. Yes, that's why you need to settle down with someone like Full Frontal or Alan Ceres. Definitely not gonna have the affinity tag for the G Falcon DX. Okay, that's why I wouldn't SSP convert this guy if you ask me, but Sylvarians decided to SSP convert this guy to use Garrett as the pilot. Okay, so yeah, Hiroi is the best for it. Oh yeah, Hiroi, wait, Hiroyui requires a 0 system to go supercharged, I think. Yeah. You need 0 system to go supercharged by auto. So if you do want to use MP up manually, oh yeah, you're gonna use the map weapon in PvE anyway. So yeah, you can cast this MP up manually and Hiroyu is gonna be the best. Yeah, he has range stats, which is being used by the G Falcon DX to deal his map weapon damage, okay? His map weapon uses range stats. So yeah, Hiroyu is the best. But do you need to manually cast the MP up. Oh my god, there are so many questions. You guys, slow down. I'm gonna be answering questions for 3 hours at this pace. In 8 days, unit tags. Units, which do you think is the best? One attacker and one durability. Ace unit. Let me just finish this first, okay, and go back to you later. Okay. What makes the Burning Gundam good for SSP? Because when you SSP convert this guy get how to revert back. Do you have a normal Burning Gundam? Let me go to the Burning Gundam. I'm gonna need the normal Burning Gundam to show you why SSP converting this guy is the best choice. Okay, so normally the Burning Gundam has these abilities, okay? Maximum HP, defense, and when enemy attacks from 4 spaces or more, reduce damage taken by 20%. This ability is the strongest damage mitigation that you can have. Because no matter what weapons the enemy use, as long as they attack from 4 spaces or more, you reduce damage taken by 20%. Whether it's a map weapon, whether it's a range, whether it's an EX weapon, anything. If they attack you from 4 spaces or more, you get less damage, okay? This is the best damage mitigation ability you can have. And if you SSP convert this guy, look at this, maximum HP 10%, defense 5%, okay? If you SSP convert this guy, the ability changes. The maximum HP and defense combine together, and the defense increased by another 5% in here, and you get an extra ability that heals you when your HP is 50% or below, restore HP by 30%, and the damage reduction upgraded by 10%. Look at that. So SP reduced by 20%, SSP reduced by 30%. The best ability damage mitigation becomes stronger when you SSP convert this guy. So this becomes the strongest tank you can have if you don't count the pilot in, okay? Because the problem about this Burning Gundam is that it doesn't have a pilot, okay? And also you get a preemptive strike at 4 range with a power of 6180, okay? What good about this is that if you put Domon Katsu as your pilot, he literally can one-shot his enemy before the enemy even attack him on the enemy turn. So I have a video about this. Let me go to my channel, and I'm gonna show you the video of the Burning Gundam killing his enemy. Where is it? I need to scroll back a lot in my channel. Killing his enemy before they even deal damage to him. Where is it? There we go. Let me give you the link. It's here. Ta-da! Go watch that. Okay. So this is the God Gundam, okay? I mean the Burning Gundam. And also you can use him in atmospheric now. Ta-da! Look at that. Okay. So the only downside about this guy is that it doesn't have a dedicated pilot. Okay, that's all. But you can put Domon Katsu on top of him. Yeah, Dragoon Strike is great as SSP. I put your attacker share on it. Yes. So same reason for the Dragoon Strike. Because when Dragoon Strike changes into SSP, he get an extra ability. This one. He get an increase of 15% attack when HP is 75% or above. This makes his damage shoot up high. You know, it skyrocket and becomes a really strong attacker. And he also finally get a 5-range weapon with a power 6000. Okay, and you use awaken stats on this. So you can use Sharas Nabah to pilot this guy. Okay, because the Sharas Nabah doesn't have affinity tag anyway. Look at this. This guy only reduce damage taken by 15% when piloting Neozeon. So there is no downside of you using Sharas Nabah on any other unit. You just die faster. But as long as you have a durability unit to support defense, this guy, he already deal the highest amount of damage piloted by Sharas Nabah. Okay, so that is the Dragoon Strike. So the Hyakuseki, this one is very niche. Okay, I recommended Silvarians to SSP convert this guy because he is also another unit that gets a preemptive strike when SSP convert, and his preemptive strike is really good. It reduces the enemy's attack. So if you put him in position 1 in PvP, he can, piloted by Asuna, reduce the enemy's attack before they even attack your allies. But problem is that for Silvarians, he don't need this because he can basically just bulldoze his enemy with these many UR units. He don't need this one. But yeah, this is just for testing, okay? So don't follow this one. Nightingale is good if you have FOMO. What FOMO? You mean like, you know, like collecting limited time units? Is SSR Phoenix a good SSP candidate? Yes. Level of one waiting for you with turn A. Yeah, I'm hoping the next banner are gonna be those two. Because G Falcon DS is in Ace unit team for SSR Mastery together with God Dragoon Double O. So I will have 5 SSB Ace unit. Waiting for the Ace series div. Okay. So yeah. He is aiming for all Ace unit. With. Oh yeah, so those of you who ask in Ace unit text which unit do you think is the best one attacker and you mean are you asking for UR units or the SSR units? Because in Ace unit I think this guy is the best for SSP. Yeah, this is Ace unit. If you do have Setsuna durability, then you can make full use of this unit. Okay, this is just the best. This one, is this also Ace unit? I didn't know. Yeah, this is also Ace unit. So yeah, you can already see the Ace unit SSP converted unit in here. This is also Ace unit. So that's his aim, okay? The owner of this account's aim is to SSP convert all Ace unit because his strongest tech team is the Ace unit. And let me give the modification back just now. Yeah, this one. And let me put back the Sharzaku. This one. Okay, so continuing on, we have, yeah, the SP converted, I think they are self-explanatory, you know. He SP convert all of the good units because he just have so many SP conversion materials, okay. So all the good units that you can get except for this guy. I don't know why you SP convert this guy. Why? I mean, nothing good about this guy. Yeah, nothing good about this guy. Why do you SP convert this guy? Probably just to clear certain series stage, I think. Yeah, and then the Love Zaku also don't SP convert him. he literally is useless outside of supercharging allies. And then what else? Yeah, they are all good units to SP convert. Yeah, no arguing there. So let's go to the SR. Okay, these are the SR. Let me read the chat again. What is the best pilot for SSP burning Gundam that don't have Domon EX? Just use any tank pilot. That's it. Because the only upside about using Domon EX is to kill your enemy instead of defending your allies. But if you don't have Domon, then you cannot one-shot your enemy. Then your only use for the burning Gundam is to be a proper tank. So just use any tank pilot. That's it. Maybe Master Gundam, Master Asia, not Master Gundam. Sinbad has to be on second turn. Yeah, Master Asia won't work on Master A. Has no MP up and low attack. Yeah. There's no other better pilot for the burning Gundam. That's why. Either try Ace Jacket or the other one that has 4 range preemptive. Try for what? Try on what? Reforce. Ace unit team is the strongest right now. It has been for a long time. Ever since Auto came out, Ace unit has always been the strongest tank. It was Ace Jacket and Fennec that has preemptive without SSP. Yes, those two. New type unit tank is also good now. I used to Fennec with 2 Arjuna in 1 team for PvE. Yes, new type machine has been the second strongest tank for a very long time. Like when new type machine first came out, the Bright Noah, new type machine was the strongest tank, the new type machine. Okay, it's just that it doesn't have a lot of options. Okay, so after Auto came out, the Ace unit becomes the strongest tank. Okay, followed by the new type machine. The new type machine becomes the second strongest tank. Now, right now, coming at you, like creeping up behind those two, is the lightning fast. Okay, so watch out for the lightning fast supporter in the future. The lightning fast has become a really strong tech now, because you have a lot of insanely good units in there. Okay, so Lacus Klein has been overrated for so long. It is versatile, you know. One Shot Killer has been versatile because the developer is very biased on the Seed series. Okay, like they've been using Seed series a lot, and most of the Seed series are One Shot Killer. So that's why the Lacus has been used in a lot of situations. But if you only consider their strength, the strength of the units and the pilots, One Shot Killer has never been the strongest. It's only been the strongest up until Bright Noah came out, that's all. I have 30 MLB Musha. Yes. So, look at that. The fuck is this? Is the Destiny Impulse good? Yes, it's good. Are there even good gacha SSR unit to SSP? Yes, there are a lot. But it depends on your tech. You know, it comes back to which unit do you use. I mean, which tech do you use? Maybe Setsuna WTUR might fit on SSR SSP burning. Yes, he can also fit on that. Yes. So look at these SP converted SR units. You've already seen the Double Z and the Enhanced Double Z. Okay, so those two have really strong weapon power. After you SP convert them, they are both at level 100, so equally strong like SSR units. But their strength will finally come out when you SSP convert the Enhanced Double Z Gundam. Okay. Now the Shining Gundam, Silverians previously SP convert this guy before the God Gundam came out, because he really likes the Mobile Factor G Gundam series, so he wanted to just SP convert Shining Gundam for his favorite unit. Okay, and then the Forbidden Gundam has always been one of the strongest SR tank in this game because he can be piloted by this guy. Okay, well, neither. A ranged attacker pilot durability. Okay, like he has almost 1,000 defense with 747 range stats, okay, and MP up skill. So a really strong tank. The only downside about OL Neither is that he only has a single support defense, okay. And Forbidden Gundam was the only Omni tank back then. Okay, so he has to convert this guy, and it's still quite okay, because the Forbidden Gundam has this. When defending or executing support defense, reduce damage taken by 30% against beam range weapons. So basically an eye field. For an SR unit, this is a rare thing to have. Okay, SR units don't usually have an eye field. Okay. But again, eye field only works on PvE, so it's not really that much use on the PvP. Okay. Then the Freedom Gundam, self-explanatory. Okay, this one has been the most versatile unit in this game because of the seed bias. The developer decided that this unit can be used in 7 out of 10 stage in Eternal Road. What the fuck? So yeah, just as we convert one of this guy, okay? And then the Gundam Kyrios, back then also, Silverians, I remember we were talking about which other unit that is good for SP conversion, and I told him, if you have Setsuna, okay, Kyrios is the alternative unit that this guy can pilot, that will be much better than the Attack Rexia. But apparently they decided to release the Double Eraser, which makes this no longer relevant, okay? So just use Setsuna on the Double Eraser, that's it. So that's why I don't want to SP convert when I don't use the unit, okay? Silverians and me have different or it's or something, you know? Like, you know those people who don't want to hoard items? If you have something here, you want to use them straight away, yeah, those kind of players, okay, they cannot hoard any item, okay, they must use them straight away. So if you do it like that, if you use it straight away, in the future they're gonna come out an even better unit that you can use that item on, okay. So if you do it too fast, this is what happens, okay. And he also SP convert the Priest Gun tank because there was an SP conversion material for a tank unit, and he chose this. For me, I just keep it because I don't even use a tank. Okay, so yeah, That's his reasoning on this SP conversion. Okay. So that's why, guys, just be patient when you're playing games. Okay, there are a lot of other units that you can SP convert in the future. Okay. Maybe Setsuna durability or mic fit on SSR SSB. Oh yeah, I've read that one. See the pilot SP. Yeah, I will. So they have NNR. Yes. So the Gundam Leopard. This one is one of the rare. Wait. You're supposed to SSP convert this guy. And no. Why do you even SP convert this guy? Huh? The hell? Why? Why? Yeah, I have no good reason at all to why you choose to SP convert this guy. Why? But I heard your opinion on Lakushi and made a one-shot QRT with no seat units long. Yeah, maybe Bandai will do that in the future. Long time ago, Gundam X stage has no SSR units. See, this is what I'm talking about, you know. Like, he wants to finish the stage as fast as possible, so he has no choice but to SP convert, like bullshit units. But that's just... I mean, like, he can do this because he don't need SP conversion unit at all. He has every single possible UR units that you can think of. Not think of. I mean, like, he has every single UR units. Okay, so he literally don't need SP conversion unit. He can just throw away SP conversion anywhere. So yeah, don't follow this thing. Okay, let's go for the neutral unit. Okay, so look at that. The one and only neutral unit that is worth SSB converting. Why? Because this guy has quite a nice 5-range weapon. Okay, become SSB. The farther you are from the enemy, greater weapon power increase. Okay, ability wise, increase attack by 10%. Okay, quite nice for a neutral unit. They don't usually have a good abilities. Okay, and one of the very best reason is that he has quite a nice tech. Okay, Mono Eye rivals Zion Saku mass produce and Thunderbolt and the G mobile shoot Gundam. Okay, so you can use him in a lot of stage in Eternal Road. That's all. And you also get a map weapon. Okay, a straight line map weapon. Although you don't really use that. Okay, and it can be piloted by Mikhail. Getting his damage really nice. That's all. Yeah, other neutral unit, they don't worth doing anything. And it's neutral, normal. Oh yeah, normal, not neutral. And this is the only R units with 2 times 5,400 weapon. Yeah, kind of. SSB level destroy mode, thinking he can be used in the C stage. No. He can go to the C stage, but I think he deal low damage on the C stage. I think. Yeah, the low part underwater, right? This one, right? Hey, wait, no. Is it this one? Yeah, underwater type. This guy can go underwater. This one. But he doesn't really have a nice weapon for underwater. Like just that one. That's it. Yeah. Although his damage is not half, but that's it. He can be used underwater. No debate about that. I mean, no arguing that. That Leo though. I need another SRN below PvP season. Oh my god, I didn't have Chima pilot it. Who? The Thunderbolt Saku. No. I totally don't recommend you guys to follow this guy's path, okay? Like, this guy has every single UR units, so he can just throw away SP conversion material and SSP conversion material for jokes. Okay? so don't follow this guy, okay? Character wise also, we're gonna take a look who this guy is SP converting. Because Sevarius already asked me a lot of times, okay, to just talk about this in one of my streams. Okay, so pilot wise, Rambaral, everybody SP converting him. Okay, Herbert von Kuspen, is a double support defense Xeon pilot. Okay, quite an okay choice. Shiro Amada, the best EFSF support SSR pilot. Okay, Bernard is the only mono eye tech pilot, so he can pilot every single mono eye unit. So for those units who doesn't have a pilot, you can actually throw this guy, like Overon. Okay, like Overon doesn't have a dedicated pilot, so he can pilot that guy. Okay, and then Christina, a support defense on counter, really good. I mean, like, if you don't know what to SP convert, you can never go wrong if you SP convert a support defense on counter, because they are the only ones who can do what they can do. Okay, Seki Graham is among the Pixie stories, the Pixie and Ifrit. What is that? The cross dimension is the only one worth SP converting. Okay. And then the Angelo Soper was the only range pilot for Neo Zeon, but currently you have Sharaz Nabah, UR, and yeah, in the future they're gonna release more range pilot. That's why don't SP convert too early. Okay, Zoltan, supercharged pilot straight away. Okay, for the Unicorn series, I think, or the Neo Zeon, or the Mobile Suit Gundam narrative. Yeah. So you can use this guy to pilot the Phoenix. Okay, and then Andrew, you have no choice but to SP convert this guy. Andrew Waldfeld, this version is support defense on counter. Locon also, you have no choice but to SP convert this guy. Julieta is another support defense on counter. Argimiras is the only SSR unit with a force chance step. Deira is the best support attacker melee for the IBO series, so you can use her on all the Barbatus unit. Okay, and then the Musha Gundam for a double chance step unit and pilot, and then that's it. Yep, he doesn't SP convert anything else. Although there are a couple of other better pilot to SP convert. Okay, namely Monique is quite a nice double support attack Xeon pilot. And then Shiko Sugai is the only pilot aside from Shiar Origin who increased mobility by the affinity tag. Okay. And then after that, the Yu Kajima is a very strong single support defense pilot for SSR. Okay, so if you need more EFSF support defense pilot, then this guy has defense increased by 15% and another 15%. This is what other pilots don't have. Okay, he has an extra ability that has an affinity tag here. Okay, EFSF and Mobile Suit Gundam. Okay, and then also there is another reduced damage taken by 10% here and another defense 5% there. Okay, so fully invested into defense, but he only has a single support defense. Okay, so only if you have nothing else to SP convert. Okay, I don't recommend that one. But if you are talking about uniqueness, then that guy is unique. Okay. Other than that, lane name, a supercharged from the very beginning pilot, but stat-wise, very sucks. And then other unique pilot. You know, for pilot like this one, okay, if their only advantage is just stats, look at that. The highest awakened stats for a support pilot is Prayer Reverie, but because his only advantage is just stats, then in the future there's gonna be an even better pilot that will replace him. So I don't really want to SP convert that kind of pilot, because if you don't use them a lot of times before you even get your SP conversion worth, there already come out a better pilot in the future. Okay. And look at that, 30 Musha Gundam. So for SP conversion, he chose these pilots. Okay, they are all pilots without how to say, like without the UR pilots in their respective series. Like for example, in the EFSF category, Watts is the only not double, but a support pilot with range stats. Okay, because a lot of EFSF pilot has awakened stats. Okay, so not many has very high range stats. Watts is has really high, but he SP convert watts before Zero Amada came out. Okay, so because Zero Amada came out, this is an even better pilot than that watts. That's why again, don't SP convert too early. Okay, because you're gonna get a lot of replacement, okay, in the future. Same thing, this is a Neo Zeon support pilot for raid stats. Okay, he SP convert this guy just for that. In the future, we already get the Shara's number from the Nightingale, okay, to replace this guy. And then there is Miliardo, the melee pilot for the Epion. Okay, so once we get an Epion UR, this guy will be obsolete. Okay, Uno is a melee pilot for any unit. Okay, he doesn't have an affinity tag, so you can just slap him on any unit. Okay, he has high melee stats. But then again, you can always just slap Domonkatsu anywhere. Okay, you don't need that guy. This guy, Reza Burel, was the best pilot for the Legend Gundam. If you SSP convert the Legend Gundam, then this was the best pilot for that. But I think in the future we should have an even better pilot than this guy. Awel Nider, still a very good choice, okay? Nothing has as much defense and range stats as this guy, so raw stats wise, he is very much worth it to SP convert. Then Alan Ceres also, this guy can go supercharged, the only SR pilot who can go supercharged from the very beginning. Okay, so really worth it. So those are the SRE pilots. And then for the R pilots, he has Penlanch, Chuaturi. This pilot has 875 melee stats. Again, you can slap her on any units, but I would prefer a UR pilot, okay, rather than using her. And then this pilot, Alfreda, is the only pilot who can pilot the Belphegor, okay, because the Belphegor uses melee stats. And we currently don't have any G Generation pilot who has a critical boost and a melee stats, aside from this woman here, okay? So maybe in the future we're gonna get a G-Gen pilot for Belphegor, but right now the only one who can pilot the Belphegor with the affinity tag bonus, the final damage increase 10%, is just this woman, okay? Ivan Ivanov was the best pilot for the Phoenix Gundam, but right now Florence replaced him, okay? So just throw this guy away. Okay, that's it. Yeah. So that's why the lesson you can get from here is never waste your item if you don't use them. Okay. I also much more. I have 190 UR weapon upgrade material. So, maybe don't well save. No, I'm speaking the truth. Like. Because if not, you guys gonna SP convert those pilots and it's gonna be a waste, because he is the only one who can do that. Okay, that's why I must have two brain on opposite side to have full analysis. Yeah, I went to the SSR double, I put 2 UR in one and over from there. There is SR pilot also and R pilot. Yeah, I mean that's his reasoning. Okay, I need to explain to you his reasoning, so that you know why he can throw so many SP conversion material on those pilots, okay? Otherwise, why? Like, you will think that those pilots are good, but it's only ever good for Silk himself, not for you guys, okay? You made this part in the video, please. Very informative. No. This is informative for those who follow Silvarians only. Okay. Prayer pilot is alright on Dragoon Strike. Yes, Prayer Reverie is quite nice on Dragoon Strike. But then again, I told you that you better off just use a UR pilot. You don't use any material at all, and they almost deal the same damage as Prayer. So why you need to use Prayer then? You see, Season 2 SR Setsuna is so good. Oh yeah, he didn't SP convert the Season 2 Setsuna. Okay, maybe he ran out of SP conversion material. Okay, so on the SR pilot, I would say if I want to SP convert the next pilot to be from this list, this guy. Yeah, he is the only ever worth SP converting pilot. Yeah, that's it. The rest are based on preference. Okay, it's all your preference. Okay. So this one, the Setsuna, no arguing. I do recommend everyone to SP convert this Setsuna, okay? Because if you don't have the UR Setsuna yet, but you already have the double eraser, okay? You can just throw this guy. And even if you already have the UR Setsuna, you can always use this Setsuna to pilot other double eraser, because you can just build a duplicate of double eraser, okay? Why not? Yeah, you can bring 5 double eraser, okay? Just bring 5 Setsuna there. Sayla, Mr. Bushido, Asumo also good. Yes, in terms of raw stats. Like this guy, where is the butt chin guy? The chin butt guy. The butt chin butt. The guy with a butt as a chin. The guy with a chin that looks like a butt. Who is that guy? What's his guy's name? The Asuma, I think. Yeah, it's Asuma. Let me type Asuma. No, not Asuma. Who is that guy? The butt chin guy. I forgot his name. The guy with a butt for a chin. What is that guy? Ah, there it is. Yeah, look at that. There's a butt. Yeah, this is Ewok Briar, okay? If you ever want to SP convert someone, he has 862 melee stats, okay? With a melee boost and boost critical, okay? So yeah, quite okay if you want just to throw him in any melee units out there, okay? You can use him for any critical damage units also, okay? So really nice pilot, okay? But like I said, if he only has stats, eventually in the future he will be replaceable, okay? Like I have an option, okay, whether I use him or I use Mikazuki or maybe use Atrun Sala, okay? Like maybe this guy will deal a little bit higher damage than Atrun Sala, but if I use Atrun Sala, I don't mind dealing a little lower damage, but I don't use any SP conversion material, okay? I have better pilot to SP convert rather than SP converting something that I can just easily replace with a UR pilot, okay? Critical boost from SSR or below is too low, only 30%, not worth it. Yes, but it at least increase your chance on dealing critical damage. At least. The lesson is to be aware. We still don't have good crit pilot for heavy Gundam. Yes, for the EFSF. Yes, true. I don't need to SP station, I have UR station. Isn't SP something that doesn't have the UR equivalent? Yeah. As I move a endless wall, is he good SP? For what unit? I will ask. For what unit? Like your face? Yeah, like my face. As we convert for the butt, we also have a butt face. Yeah, I have a butt face. So yeah, that's that's it. Okay, because Sylvanian keeps pushing me to just talk about his account. Okay, so that's it. Like that's 1 hour wasted, but you get a lot of good information out of this. Okay, so just close this. We already test the units, right? Yeah, we already test everything in here, so I don't think we need to test anything else. Okay, so what were we gonna talk about after this? I forgot. Oh yeah, SSR, good SSR units from every single series. Dang it, it's gonna take 2 hours to talk about that. Okay. bear with me. SP 100 player in SSP, that's what I know. Get time to use back my account. Yeah, let's just close this account. Okay, bye bye. Okay, let's go back to my account. Ta-da. Okay, look at that. This is a normal player account. Okay, so let's just go for every single series. Filter by series, or let's just pick the series, so I can also check the units that I don't own. Yeah, like that. So are you talking about the SSR units to SP convert, right, from each series? Okay, let's just go. I have to go back to poor man account. Yeah, this is a poor man account. Look at that, I'm missing a lot of units. So let me see. Okay, I'm just gonna call out the units that I think gonna be good, whether now or in the future. Okay, so this one, okay, GP04 is a really nice EFSF unit for the Mobile Suit Gundam series. Okay, he already has a natural 5-range weapon, so you can use him to be your damage dealer already. And then this one is one of the best tank in this game, because it's rare to have a tank that can heal himself and he restore own HP by 10% at the start of every turn. Okay, that's a lot. If your enemy deal lower damage than 10% of your HP, you are literally immortal. Okay, so that's that. 2 already. And then this guy, if you have an underwater stage, okay, this is one of the really strong unit to be used in underwater. Okay, really nice. Have a 5-range weapon without any restriction on underwater, and also the farther you are from the enemy, greater weapon power increase. Okay, 5 range, really strong unit underwater. Okay, if you need underwater unit, then go for this guy. Okay, the gun cannon is also really great. The only difference about this guy is that this is a Xeon. This is a Xeon, so you need a Xeon pilot, while the gun cannon is an EFSF. You have a lot more options for the pilot of EFSF. So this guy, if you have the EFSF pilot, use this guy. If you have the Xeon pilot, use this guy. Okay, if you want to use both, then yeah, just balance your EFSF pilot and Xeon pilot on those two. Okay, and for the tank underwater, then yeah, this is the unit that you can use underwater for a tank. Okay, and then the Atlas Gundam, you don't really need to SP convert this guy, but he is the only debuffer underwater, so he can also be used in almost every single terrain, so quite nice. But you don't really need to SP convert this guy. Just mentioning that he is really good. The Psycho Zaku, really strong when piloted by Daryl. So if you do have Daryl UR, then this guy becomes a monster. Okay, and then this is one of another strongest tank from EFSF series. Okay, because this guy, even though this is really strong tank, okay, he doesn't have a proper pilot. Okay, he doesn't have a pilot tank, so he doesn't get the benefit out of the pilot, but this guy gets the benefit out of the pilot. So in terms of survivability, the Blue Destiny Unit 3 is stronger than the White Gundam. Okay, if we are talking about just the unit, the White Gundam is stronger than the Blue Destiny, not really stronger. And then this guy is the best unit to be used by Christina Aguilera to use a support defense on counter. Okay, if you don't know who Christina Aguilera is, it's this pilot. Tada. Okay, a singer basically. So that's Christina Aguilera, and then we're gonna continue on. And going down, this guy. Okay, really strong unit. If you have been watching my channel, you have already seen me use this guy in Master League. Okay, aside from having high attack as an attacker, he also has high HP, which makes him able to survive on his own without any support defense. And also because he has high HP, he can avoid getting aimed by the enemy unit. Okay, eventually you can use him as a bruiser that can, you know, help your main attacker kill your enemy. And he also has an EFSF counter, so a lot of the tank units in Master League, the stronger ones are EFSF, so you can definitely deal high damage against enemy EFSF units. So really nice unit to have. Okay, and if you SSP convert this guy, not really that worth it because you get a melee weapon. This is not melee, I see in range, but short range, 1 or 3 range there. So you don't really have much use of this. You better off just use this large mega particle cannon. So the Apsaras, and then the Goof custom, this one is also actually quite nice. You know, he has very high attack stats, but this is a melee unit, so if you do need a melee attacker, then this is one of the very good ones from the Mobile Suit Gundam. Okay, the higher the remaining HP is greater weapon power increase, so definitely gonna deal very high damage. Okay, and this one, the closer you are to the enemy, greater weapon power increase, so very easy to use. And he deals physical damage, so you can bypass, you know, a lot of eye field. Although a melee unit basically just bypass eye field even if you use beam. Okay, so the Goof, and then after that, the G3 Gundam, I mean, is not really worth a building if you're already so far at the end game, because he is really good at the very beginning of the game. Like for new players, this guy gonna help you a lot in clearing a lot of the very early stages, but after that you no longer have use of this, especially if you do use Casval Gundam. Okay, if you upgrade your Casval Gundam is basically a stronger version of that G3 Gundam. Okay, so you just use your Casval Gundam. And then the Heavy Gundam, if you want to SSP convert something, then this guy will get a 5 range weapon. Okay, once you SSP convert this guy. So worth for SSP converting, but if you only SP convert, then this guy is replaceable by the GP04, by this guy. Okay, if you only SP convert. Okay, whether the GP04 or this guy is up to you. They are basically almost the same. Okay. And then the Gundam unit to early type, this is a really good tank only because his tech is the opposite. He can use EFSF pilot while being able to be used on a rival stage. So if you do have this guy, definitely a really good unit to use. Okay. And then this Sharazakutu is the fastest SSR unit in the game. Okay. So really worth SP converting. Big Zam gonna help you a lot in clearing a lot of PvE stages, okay? Because there are not many unit who has a map weapon this big. And that's it from the Mobile Suit Gundam. Okay. Next, look at that. We already wasted so long just to talk about one series. The fuck? Are you guys sure you really want to do this? Yeah, just make another video with tier list shit and just add the pick where there who need to SSP. No, it takes a long time, okay? I don't even have time to play this game myself. Even right now, you know, like, oh my god, I forgot to do this. Let's just do this first. See, I don't even have time to do my own account. Normal, you mean Bandai's favorite F2 pick? Oh, yeah, of course. Don't forget Absalos has defense reduction. Oh yeah, there is one weapon that reduces the enemy's defense. But that is a melee weapon, so rarely ever being used. Yeah, I myself rarely ever use that weapon. Because sometimes when I tried it in action, you know, the beam weapon still deal higher damage than that weapon. Probably mostly because I use Mikhail as the pilot. So the range states overcome the defense reduction for that melee weapon. And also the weapon power. Okay, the weapon power difference makes that weapon not really worth using unless you are hitting someone with a very high defense. Okay. Rabu live kah? Apsaras 3 SV is coming back this Master League. Yeah, Apsaras can be used in the next Master League. Rabu live buat apa ya? Tanggal 17? Ada apa ya tanggal 17? I love the mobile armors with little Zaku stuck inside them. Apsaras and the Rhino. yeah. I also love them because there is the Zaku head. Okay. I basically love botak Zaku. Bye bye VV. Bye Fake Archer. How do you remember all this? I'm a theory crafter. Basically, the moment I saw the units, I know why they are good. Just naturally happen. It just naturally happened to me. I don't, because the thing is that I don't watch other players. Okay, everything I said is me thinking about it myself. So all of the information comes from me. So I don't need to remember anything. I basically just retracing what I understand about the units. Okay. Because I never consult anyone, I never watch other YouTubers' video. I basically don't get this information anywhere else. It's all me. It's me. Me. It's elite. So yeah, let's go to the Zeta stage. Let me see. Ta-da! Wait, this one, right? This one is it the same? This is the same. So series wise, the next one is, are you sure you want me to talk about every single series in here? The fuck? I can go on for another 8 hours, But are you guys sure you're gonna stay for this, for all this? Let me just scroll through all the units I have then. I mean, it's gonna take a really, really long time to talk about all of them. Let me just talk about the ones that I have in here. If I don't have it in here, then too bad, you won't get the information out of the ones that I don't have. Although I do have it in my brain, but if I don't see the unit, I usually just forget about them. Okay. Make it a separate video. No, now I'm getting sleepy. See, so yeah, let's just talk about all the good units. Skim through everything. Okay, let's just talk about them really, really fast. Okay, Phoenix, obviously really good. Okay, you just basically watch all of my videos, you will see me use him all the time. The new Gundam is only worth if you do have a new type machine tank, if you do use the Psychomo and new type machine. Otherwise, do not SP convert the new Gundam. It's not really worth it. But if you do want to clear the Char's counterattack stage, then you either need this or the other attacker if you want. Okay, so the Psycho Sako I've already explained to you just now. The Lupus Rex and the Gundam Barbatus Lupus, they are one of the rare unit with a double weapon attribute. Okay, physical and special. Why this is really good is because if you debuff your enemy with physical damage taken up and special damage taken up, they basically get double the bonus. Okay, so you increase the damage taken up for physical by 35%, you increase damage by special debuff by 35%, this Barbatus will get a 70% damage increase against that enemy when using this weapon. Okay, so there are not many units who has those two double weapon attribute, so Lupus Rex and Lupus becomes a really strong SSR unit, but they are only ever usable if you have Mikazuki or Shinasuka. Okay, so other than that, if you don't have those two pilots, you cannot maximize their damage because they literally need critical boost. and Mikazuki is the only one who has critical boost, really good critical boost. I think you can also use Atrunzala now. Oh no, Atrunzala doesn't have the abilities like Mikazuki. Yeah, Mikazuki has an extra critical rate. Look at that. An extra critical rate from abilities. So Atrunzala cannot really maximize the damage of the Barbatus because his critical boost is not enough to bring them to almost a guaranteed critical damage. Okay, so only Mikazuki and Sin. And then after that, Big Zam, I've already told you, really good for early game and also clearing PvE stages. So I even have 4 of them as we converted. This one, Shiarazaku, is the fastest SSR unit. This one I already explained to you just now. Apsaras already explained to you. The Zaku 2, Blue Destiny, White Gundam, I've already explained to you. Now Do Psycho Gundam, okay? Do is one of the highest HP tank in this game. So if you are just looking for a punching bag, then Do is quite nice, okay? And the reason why I SP convert this guy is because I use a new type machine tech. Okay, if you don't use the new type machine tech, then don't use this guy, okay? And finally, after we get the angry Amuro here, he can finally pilot this Do, okay? So that's the only reason. So do not SP convert this guy unless you are into new type machine like me. Psycho Gundam, really worth it. This is a really strong unit and also have a lot of techs. You can use him in almost any place here that you can see. So really worth. The S Gundam, one of the strongest attacker in the SSR rarity, okay? Almost together with the Gundam Barbatus. But this one doesn't have double weapon attribute, okay? So when you fully debuff your enemy, then the Barbatus will deal far higher damage than the S Gundam. But still, it's really a really high attacker, okay? Gaymark, again, same reasoning as the new Gundam, okay? Because I'm a new type machine user, so I SP convert my Gaymark. Do not follow me unless you do want to use Haman-sama or Shiarasnabel to pilot the Neo Zeon unit. Then the High New Gundam is an upgraded version of the Psycho Gundam, okay? So this one is from the Shiar Counterattack, so different series. But same usage, okay? Again, the Unicorn Gundam is an upgraded version from the High New Gundam, okay? Different series, same usage, but this one is an NTD, okay? And because this is an NTD, he can be piloted by Ridemar Senas, one of the strongest limited time durability pilot. Okay? So, the advantage of the NTD is that when attacked by the enemy, he has a special weapon damage, an awaken reduction when receiving special weapon damage. So, this one bypass the enemy weapon attribute nullification of EX weapon. So, because this one directly attack the pilot, so you can reduce an enemy pilot damage by a lot if they use awaken stats. Okay. That's the strength of the NTD. That's why NTD has become the strongest UC series unit so far because of the release of the narrative series. And the Nightingale, I SP convert this because back then, yeah, this one I SP convert too fast because back then I didn't think that we're gonna get an actual UR Nightingale. So Neo Zeon, again, same thing, same reasoning with the Big Zam, a really nice map weapon user, okay? This one is the straight line, although right now we have a lot of straight line 6x3 range map weapon user, okay? So this one still is quite okay because he deals very high damage on the map weapon and also on this one, the 5 range weapon, okay? Because it uses awaken stats, so I can make use of my Neo Zeon pilots to pilot the Neo Zeon. And then the full armor Unicorn, this is an even upgraded version of the NTD. Again, a really strong tank. And the Biarlan Custom, one of the very worth unit from the Fierce Enemy Assault to be SP converted. This guy has very high attack stats thanks to these abilities. Look at that, increase attack by 10%, and when his V is full, increase attack by 20%. Making him one of the SSR unit with almost the highest attack stats in the game. Okay. And has a natural 5 range weapon, okay? Very good to be SP converted. And then the Unicorn Gundam, this is an even upgraded version from this Unicorn, okay, the Phoenix. And then this is the Neo Zeong, a tank, a Psychomu tank that can heal himself. Okay, so SP convert this. I mean, like, most of the SP conversion I have in here is biased towards the new type machine and the Psychomu because I use those tanks. Okay, so not really gonna be good for your account. So after we talk about all this SP conversion, I'm gonna talk about the rest later. Okay. So the Geminas, if you do want the Wing Gundam series unit, okay, this is one of the 6,000 weapon power attacker. Although this one, again, I SP convert this guy too fast. I don't really use this guy much as outside from the wing stages. So back then, when I wanted to clear the Eternal Road wing, I didn't feel like SP converting any of the wing series units. So I just SP convert the Geminas just to clear that stage. Because back then the Wing Gundam is still a support unit, okay? And then the Tolgis, one of the, how to say, like a brute force tank. He basically tank using his excessive amount of stats, you see. So he has very high natural stats, that's all. Okay, he tanks using his stats. And he is one of the best unit to be piloted by Relena, okay? And he has a 6 range map weapon, 6x3, okay, and decreased beam weapon power, so quite nice for a tank. So if you do just receive Relena Darlian, her best unit to pilot is that. Look at that, okay? Because he is not an attacker, okay? So it's not really a good choice to give her the Geminas 2. Geminas 2 is a tank with 6,000 weapon power. You better off put Duo Maxwell on top of this rather than this. Yeah, you can basically, depending on the situation, just use any. But the Tolgis becomes a better tank, okay, among this series. So Relena on this. And then after that, the Vertigo is the only new type machine from the alternative series. Okay, look at that. The only new type machine from the alternative series. So I have no choice but to SP convert this guy because I can use him in the alternative series. Okay, and then this one, no choice to SP convert. Strike Freedom, again another reasoning like the Big Zam and the Neo Zeong, is a map weapon attacker and also a really nice 5 range attacker from the Seed series, okay, from the Orb tank. So that's nice. Dynames, no choice but to SP convert this guy. Double Racer, you already know why. The Barbatos Adapt, because I use Mikazuki durability on this guy. He has a heal, so he can be a pseudo tank, okay, while also debuffing his enemy with defense down. Okay, Gundam Astaroth is a unit that Argy can pilot to make use of his Force Chance step. Okay, so that one. And then this one is one of the strongest atmospheric tank, Gundam Astaroth Origin. And he can also be piloted by Julieta to receive that support defense on counter. And if I don't use that Astaroth Origin, I use the XK, okay, depending on the tech, because they have a different tech. This one is Rival One-Shot Killer and Test Type, while this one is Unstoppable Ace Unit and Shipujirai. Okay, so depending on the tech, I either use one of these. And then the Gundam Aerial, this one is also an SSR tank for a one-shot killer that has a gun arm. So I can use the Suleta durability on top of this unit and use the support defense on counter. Okay, like that. And then Gundam Aerial is quite okay. This is just a normal attacker that you SP convert, that's all. Previously, a long time ago, this is one of the unit that is worth SP converting, but nowadays we have a lot of replacement for this aerial rebuild. But in the Wits from Mercury series, this is one of the really good unit to SP convert, okay? So, but depending on the tech, basically, you know, there's a Gundam Squad set, there is Gundam aerial rebuild, there is also who else? I forgot The red color guy. What unit is that? I forgot. Let me check. Which one, Mercury? This guy. Yeah. So the Farak Season 2 is also a nice unit to SP convert. They are all just differ by text, okay? So depending on the text that you use. This is why like every single player will have a different unit to SP convert. You know, you just don't blindly follow somebody else's SP conversion list. Okay, then the yellow Zeta, I've already told you, the strongest AU SSR tank. And then the Phoenix Gundam, I've already told you the reason, the MK4 also. And that's it. Okay, so let's go down here, this list. Apsaras, really worth SP converting, really good. Psychozaku, the Atlas, not for SP conversion, but I already told you it can be used in a lot of stages. Gun Cannon, the Grublo, I've already told you. Then the GP04, and then the Zodkok. Okay, this one is really nice. Okay, like this is a Neozeon unit. Yeah, a Neozeon unit with a 6x4 map weapon. This is huge. That is huge. With a natural 5-range weapon, okay? So, really nice unit to have, okay? This can actually replace the Apsaras, okay? But the only problem is that Apsaras is Zeon, this is a Neozeon, okay? So I cannot use Mikhail on top of this. I need to use Char or Haman or the newest Char from the Nightingale on top of this guy. Okay, so that is that. Although this is really good piloted by Char. This one, yeah, I think so. Let me see. This is Neozeon, right? Yeah, this is Neozeon. MP by 3 increase damage dealt to enemies by 15%. And then he doesn't have the MP up, too bad. Okay, but he can use this 0 ammo. So I can make use of his map weapon. Really? Yeah, ammo only 1. And I can use this twice. Yeah, that's why let's just put this on this. Okay, and I definitely want to SP convert this guy. Let me just SP convert this guy. I have 600. Let's just go. Let's SP convert the cock. Ta-da. Ching. Ta-da. So yeah, you can basically, understand my reasoning of SP converting a unit. Yep, look at that. And is this a tough as nails? No, it's not. So yeah, look at that. Really nice. So going down, we have I'm not gonna talk about the ultimate units, okay? That's for a different reasoning. Now the Regenerative Gundam Apex, this one also a really nice 5-range attacker, okay? 6,000 weapon power, look at that, the farther you are from the enemy to get the weapon power increase. So really nice damage dealer. The only problem is that it uses range stats. And we don't have a range stats pilot for from EFSF. It's really worth piloting it, guys, except for Shiro Amada. But still, like all the best pilots from EFSF are the Awakened pilots, okay? What do you have for SP100 Big Zems? To clear up PvE stages very, very fast. Maybe remember to drink some water. Yeah, I need to drink some water. Let me just grab some Sprite. That means I'm gonna SP that guy. I use new time machine. I even got the new ship supporter. Yeah, if you do use new type machine tag, then you can basically follow the same reasoning as mine. But if you don't use the new type machine, then don't follow my reasoning. Okay, and then after that, the Sea Gundam. This is an EFSF counter again. So as a tank, if you fight against EFSF enemy, this tank can be really strong. Okay, and the problem with Sea Gundam previously was because it doesn't have a pilot. It is a MAFT, but MAFT pilot are only attacker. Okay, so you don't really have a tank Mafty. We did get a free SSR tank Mafty pilot, but it's not that good. But right now we have this guy. This is why the Amuro is the biggest prize from the Nightingale banner, okay? Because Amuro tech is not a pilot tech. This is a freaking unit tech. I mean, like unit tech, like a supporter tech, okay? So all Psychomu units can be piloted by this angry Amuro. So all the units that normally don't have a pilot can finally be piloted by this guy. Okay, so you can swap this, and you can actually, SP convert this guy. I do want to SP convert this guy. The only problem is that I don't have a lightning fast and I don't use the ace unit team. Okay, so I only use him ever in the Psychomu team. Okay, so yeah, I'm not gonna SP convert him yet. So the Penelope, again, really nice unit to pilot on. And then the Master type, I want to give a special mention to Master type F Naked, because this guy has a rare ability that increases his range when piloted by a leader. Okay, usually this kind of increased range needs you to be at supercharged or something. So if you are no longer supercharged, then you don't get the bonus out of this. But because this only requires a pilot tech, that means that as long as you put the leader pilot, any of this pilot, you will get this range from the very beginning of the battle until the end of the battle without any changes. Okay, so if you SSP convert this guy, he will get 2 5 range weapon, which are both beam. This one is beam, this one is beam. So you will have both of them at 6 range if you pilot this unit using a leader pilot. And one is a level 5 defense down debuff, the other one is a level 5 beam weapons debuff. So really nice unit to SSP convert, but only if you SSP convert this unit, okay? So that one. And then the Burning Gundam, you've already seen why, okay, you already know. The Dark Gundam, this is one of the highest attacker in this game, but from the Mobile Fighter G Gundam series, okay. And he is best piloted by Master Asia. So if you do have Master Asia, then you can SP convert this guy. Otherwise, there's not really a pilot for this guy that can maximize his power, okay. There's a Dark Gundam, then another unit that is worth SP converting. The Wing Gundam is worth SSP conversion, because if you SSP convert this guy, he will get a 5 range weapon with a power 6060, critical damage 25%, but he is not a zero system. Okay, that means that the Hero Yui UR doesn't get the affinity tech bonus when piloting this guy. So if you do want to use this guy, you need to use the SSR Hero Yui, this guy. Okay. So you also need to SP convert this guy if you want to get the Operation Meteor tech bonus. This thing. Really. But then again, you don't really need to follow the affinity tech. You can just slap the Hero Yui UR and just use him normally if you do want. And then this one, the Asteron Hermit Crab is another unit that has a heal. So this is a tank, so gonna be a really strong tank in PvP as long as you use his tech, which is the Tough as Nails. So good news for the next Masterling. If you do want to use this guy, if you use Tough as Nails, then you can SP convert this guy and be a really strong tank. Okay. Only downside about this guy is he doesn't have the shield defense mechanism. Okay, but he can heal. So he can survive like 2 or 3 times the enemy attack. Okay. And then Dragoon Strike, we already know he get an extra ability once you SSP convert this guy, really strong. Strike Freedom, one of the highest attacker support unit. Okay, support unit don't usually deal high damage. This guy has, when figure is max or higher, increase attack by 10%. And a 5 range weapon at 6000 weapon power. So making him one of the highest damage dealer from a support unit. Okay, from SSR. And then Shirano Yakatsuki, this guy has a freaking beam weapons damage taken reduction by 50%. very, very high. Like usually I field only reduced by 30%, this one reduced by 50%. Okay, so really strong in PvE stages. And then the Legend Gundam, another unit that is worth SSP converting, because once you SSP convert, he will get a 5 range weapon with awakened stats. Like I said, you can just slap Sharas Naba on top of this Legend Gundam. Oh my god, I think most of you guys are already asleep by now. I think I'm gonna SP no more new chat. So continuing on, Destiny Impulse was a really good SP conversion candidate, but right now we have a lot of new other high damage melee damage dealer. So yeah, still okay, but in the future there might be a lot more replacement coming in. Just like the Gold Frame Amatsu being able to be piloted by a Trunzala now, he will definitely deal higher damage than the Destiny Impulse by now. So next is this guy. He has a natural preemptive strike at 4 range, okay? So if you do need a tank with a preemptive strike, then just use him. You can save up on SSP conversion material, okay? And he also has a nice ability to increase his survivability, look at that. And he also has an attack down debuff at level 6, look at this, on his preemptive strike, okay? Really nice unit. Okay, only problem is that he doesn't have a pilot. We don't have a pilot for this guy. Yep. So you just slap Yona Bastard on this guy and that's it. And he is a toughness nail, so you can use him on the next Master League. Okay. And then another special mention on the Grace Ritter. This is one of the rare units who has an absolute hit. Okay. Aside from this unit, the only other unit who has absolute hit are UR units with their EX weapon. This guy will never miss his attack. But just that, okay? This is a flying Barbatos, that's it. Really fast explanation, okay? And then the Caliban, this has a level 6 beam debuff or a defense down debuff, look at that. Level 6 defense down debuff. So if you do need him, then if you SSP convert this guy also, he will get a 6 range weapon, I think. Oh no, a 5 range weapon. Yeah, just a 5 range weapon. I thought he has 6. Wait. Yeah, it doesn't increase his range. Okay. And then the Swarzet, this is a unique unit, okay? This weapon use range stats, this weapon use awakened stats, and if you SSP convert this guy, he will get a weapon that uses melee stats. So depending on the pilot, they will all choose a different weapon when piloting this guy, okay? So you put a range pilot on this guy, he will use this weapon. You put an awakened pilot on this guy, he will use this weapon. You use a melee pilot on this guy, he will use this weapon. Okay, so you can control this guy. Really nice unit. And then the Michaelis is one of the rare units, just like the Barbatos, with a double weapon attribute, physical and special. But because this is a support unit, you will definitely not gonna deal as much damage as the Lupus Rex. Okay, and then the Alfred, these two are really nice tank and an attacker. But problem is that these two are from the Lightning Fast tech, okay, and specialized unit. Not many players build those two tanks, okay. So that's why I told you, like, once the Lightning Fast Tech supporter comes out, we're gonna have a really strong tank. No, I subbed. What? So after you said Angry Amuro, the fuck? Hi Vegeta, welcome to the stream. Okay, so the Night Gundam, also another really strong tank. Okay, naturally have high survivability because of the pilot mostly. Because this pilot has One of the highest defense stats. Look at that. If you SP convert this guy, he has 840 defense. Okay, so really strong tank pilot, and he has MP up and SP repair. So really strong and double support defense on SD Gundam, but he can only pilot the Night Gundam anyway. So this is another very strong, naturally very strong tank. Okay, one of the top tank. And then the Satan Gundam, if you SSP convert this guy, like this guy has a 6,652 weapon power at 6 range. Okay, why he has this much power is because he is the only one who has this modification. Look at that. Increase special weapon power by 7% and another 5% when you're putting it on a rifle unit. And he is the best when using this modification aside from the Monster Black Dragon. So because of this, your weapon power directly got increased from your modification. That's a rare modification. So making this unit has very high damage as a support unit. Okay. So that is that. But only if you want to SSP convert this guy, okay? And then the Newiziel, another unit with a rare 4 spaces or more reduced damage taken, just like the Burning Gundam SSR. So this one can survive quite some damage, but not as good as the Burning Gundam. Okay. And then going down, we have other unit worth mentioning. None of them really. The Goof custom, I already told you, really nice melee attack. The Blue Destiny Unit 3, one of the strongest durability unit. The GP04, we already know. Maybe the Stargazer, like this is one of the rare unit to have this huge map weapon. So if you are fighting against enemies who are far weaker than you, because this doesn't have high damage, okay, this is a tank, so you obviously don't have high attack. But if you face against an even weaker enemies, you can clear them a lot more times. Like it's easy to aim this. This is basically the size of GP02, a nuke, a map weapon. And if you slap like Garrett or Char, Nightingale on top of this unit, you can use a free ammo and use this map weapon one more time. There is that. And then the Astaroth, I've already talked about him. The Heavy Gundam, I also already talked about him. SSP convert him and get a 5 range weapon. Then the Zakutu, already know. What else? S Gundam, really strong unit. You know, same thing, like he has very high attack. Look at that, just like exactly like the Bjarlan custom. Attack 10%, attack 20% when his HP is full. So he naturally has very high attack stats, making his damage really high. Okay. And then, what else? Gaia Gundam. Okay, just like the Blue Destiny 3, this guy also, the more damage he takes, the higher his defense gonna be. So in a long battle, just like the Blue Destiny Unit 3, the longer the battle, the stronger he gonna get. Okay, so the Gaia Gundam. But because this is a North unit, you don't have a pilot for this, except for Andrew. And Andrew is a support defense on counter, so you only have one support defense. So not many choice on the tank pilot there. Okay, but you can always just slap Yona Bastard on him, or any other durability pilot, like slap Io on him. And there is this Freedom Gundam, one of the most overrated unit, but because of the Bandai bias, he can be used in a lot of Eternal road stages. So just SP convert him and just use him in any chance you can get. Okay, he gonna help you a lot in PvE, but that's it. Okay, his only advantage is his many stages that you can bring him. That's all. And I think that's it. Okay, those are all the units I have. If the units that I don't have are not here, then too bad. You will not hear my opinion, okay? Because I'm already very, very tired. So let's just enjoy the game by now. We're gonna pull now, okay? Because I do have the ticket, so yeah, I'm gonna catch my breath for 2 minutes first, okay? And then I'm gonna do this gacha pull, okay? So get ready, get hyped. Joking, man. Thanks for all this crazy info. Yeah. I mean, I have a lot, but if I talk about all of them, like we gonna be sitting here for hours and hours and hours. And even if you ask me to make a separate video, you know, I can already imagine, you know, making a 5 hours long video while only some of you might listen is just tiring for me. You know, I better just keep all this information to myself and only answer you guys if you just ask me, okay? Not gonna, yeah, I don't know. I'm out of breath, guys. Shouldn't do that for a long time anymore, okay? Like all this information is for me and only for me, okay? So you guys just ask if you want to know, okay? But not just gonna talk about everything that is in my brain. Let's roll and roll. Stream lock. Here we go. See WhatsApp. Oh wait. Let me check my WhatsApp. Oh, okay. Oh my god. Yeah, Silk just showed me his Master League team where he put all of the preemptive strike units in there. Yeah, the tough as nails, because the next Master League is tough as nails. Let me see. Okay. What's the other tag? Tough as nails and seed series. You see the seed bias is there. The fuck. So because the next tag is tough as nails, and tough as nails are well known for their tanks. So Silk showed me a team of Penelope UR, and then the H2 full jacket, and then the Hyakusiki full armor Hyakusiki, and then the Daryl belt and the Scorpio. Why Scorpio though? Oh my god, USB converter Scorpio. To hell. Oh yeah, he just put all the preemptive strike units in there. Wait, I do have AP. Let me use my AP somewhere. Or let's just wait for the reset. We're gonna get reset soon anyway. So yeah, let's go and pull this free ticket. Okay, let's see what do I get. The info. Yeah, thanks. At least it can help some players, you know, just to get more information. I mean, that's the thing, you know. Like in all the other games I played long time ago, also, I made a Discord channel containing all information about my theory crafting, but only around, or maybe 20 people actually were there and saw my information. But it did help them a lot, you know. I literally made like a full guild of free-to-play players who can actually build a pay-to-win players because of all those information. It was a Rise of Kingdom game, okay? If you don't know, you can just Google it, Rise of Kingdom. It's basically a pay-to-win games. Do you know a Total War? Yeah, you basically play a Total War where you command a ton of armies, like hundreds of thousands of armies, and those armies are built using money, like real money. Okay, so when they die, you need to spend more money to build them. If you don't want to spend money, you need to wait for weeks just to train all of those armies back again. So free-to-play players usually don't want to waste army that much, so they try to find the strongest combination of like general and army and abilities and how to play blah blah blah, like a lot of theory crafting there basically. So I told my whole guild on how to play as a free-to-play players, and they did follow me, and we basically won against a full pay-to-win a guild because of that back then. But it was only 20 players. So yeah, I'm glad that nowadays, like, playing this Gundam game, like a lot more players are actually listening to my theory crafting. So it's quite worth it, okay? Even though I'm losing my voice right now. So at least it's worth talking about it now. With all support files, yes, I put on Discord also. That's crazy. Yeah, so let's go assemble this. We're gonna see if streamer luck strikes back again. Let's go. Ta-da! Let's see. Downloading, please. No downloading. The fuck. Yeah. Too bad. I don't think I have any luck on the Seed series. I don't know. Like I did have a Strike Freedom. I did get Strike Freedom a lot, but yeah, not really a Seed series fan. So look at that. No UR unit at all. And normal animation, so definitely not getting anything in here. Hey, don't tell him how. Yeah, this pool sucks. Nothing in this pool I can use. Too bad, too bad. So yeah. Should I pull them? I don't know. Should I use 3000 diamonds? I mean, like, I can make use of Atrun. I can make use of Savan. But I don't really need them right now, They only strengthen Strike Freedom. And I personally try to avoid using Strike Freedom. The fuck? Because I hate that unit. But why am I forced to keep using that unit? Because he came to me. The fuck? Like, look at that. I didn't want this unit, but they gave me 2 stars of this unit. The hell? I managed to go very far in this game thanks to your theory crafting tips. Not super easy. Thanks, Raxia. Yeah, thanks for the feedback. Maybe if you stop saying mean things about Sid, you will get some luck. Just one. Are you sure? Yeah, let's just do just once. I mean, like, we have 17,000 diamonds. Hopefully, I can get even more before the roadmap or half anniversary banner. So yeah, let's just use once, okay? Okay. See if this is gonna be a waste or not. Let's go. Ta-da. Downloading, please. No downloading. See, it's a waste. The fuck. I hate you, Sid. Like, they should have the what is that? When you actually want the unit, they don't want to give you, and if you actually hate the unit and they give you, why they don't give me the Seed units? Okay, I hate the Seed units so much. But I don't get any luck on the Seed units here now. Look at that. Shit. Not even any UR here. The fuck? Dragon Gundam. Yeah, so that's it. No more pool. Okay, this banner sucks. It's one of the reset. No, I was like no in IJ the free tickets. Shit, no. So yeah, that's all I'm willing to spend on the Seed series. Okay, I don't need Seed series. Okay, so that banner is useless for me. That's why. Okay, guys. don't just follow your other YouTubers or any other players. Basically, you know, they don't have the same account as yours, so they definitely use a different supporter than yours, and they also use a different units than yours. So unless you basically copycat them from the very beginning until now and literally have the same account as them, then you cannot really use the exact same strategy as them. Okay, that's why I also refuse to make PvE videos, because how I clear my stages gonna be different from how you clear your stages. What works for you not gonna work for me. What works for me definitely not gonna work for you. Okay. But I'm hearing you not like Sid, so yeah. Like, yeah, I love Sid, but gotta wait for any double of winner. Yeah, that's fine. Just save, okay? If you are a free-to-play players, you know, you need all the diamonds you can get to get all the units that you want. Like, look at that. I spent all of my diamonds on this Phoenix, and it becomes literally my strongest team. Like, look at that. Tada! A golden team. Look at it. Golden boyos. Really, really nice team. Okay. With the Psycho Musamor, they have the perfect debuff. And also right now we have the shield. Okay, the new Gundam shield. And then I already make the Unstoppable and Neo Zeon map weapon team. Okay, with Neo Zeon and the Nightingale. Look at that, all red except for the Cubely. And then this one using 2 Wing Gundam. Hey. And then I have the flying team of one-shot killer and ace unit. So I basically use one-shot killer and ace unit for a flying team. And then this one, I'm trying to build an underwater team. Okay, although I'm lacking one more team. Maybe if we get more units, okay, in the future for underwater. We will see. Okay, so 2 teams for my strongest team, and then 2 teams for map weapon, basically just to clear PvE stages very, very fast. And then 2 teams for aerial, 2 teams for underwater later, one more. And then this one is the Cock and the Zam. Yeah. So this one also to clear, like, you know, easier stages. And then there is also the Meteor team with the Dark Gundam, and then the G Falcon DX. Okay, so different shape of map weapon basically. Okay, this one is the straight line with Apsaras and Cock, and then this one is the 360 map weapon with Apsaras as the leader with a straight line. Okay, and this is my PvP team. I already prepared this for the next Master League. This is the Tough as Nails, and this is the Ace unit. Okay, so Tough as Nails, I'm going to use this team for my early stages. And then after that, I'm gonna go with this team for a stronger enemies. Okay, see, like I didn't want to use the Strike Freedom, but the hell, the game forces me to use the Strike Freedom because this is Seed series. And yeah, I'm using the Freedom Gundam to just go first, attack the enemy, and then getting countered and protected by the Strike Freedom because it is piloted by Andrew. And then he gonna have the low HP, and because all of my other units gonna move really slow, so the enemy have a chance to move first and attack my Strike Freedom and getting countered by my Strike Freedom. Because if I go to this formation here, if I put that team, look at that, action order, look at the difference in mobility, okay? In between the Freedom and the Strike Freedom, I do hope the enemy will all move here and attack my Strike Freedom. And they all gonna die, and then my Gundam H1 normal gonna kill the rest. If they don't die, we have a support attack here, okay? From the Freedom and the H1. And so when the tank attacks them, this guy will follow up with the support attack. Although I do hope that he has the range, okay, to reach the enemy. Haha, hehe, what haha, hehe. Is necessary another Sazabi? You have one Sazabi 3-star? Yes, I do have the fast Sazabi and the slow Sazabi. Ta-da! So you already can guess from how I named these 2 Sazabi, okay? I use this one if I want to move fast in Master League. If this guy moves too fast in Master League, then I use this guy to move slow. Okay, so I can adjust my speed depending on the needs. That's why I have some units duplicated, just like the Wing Gundam. Look at that. I don't need a 1-star Wing Gundam. Why? Because I only use Wing Gundam for his moving map weapon. So I only use him to clear Crocho or minions. Okay, so if I use him to clear Crocho, then I don't need him to deal as much damage. Okay, just enough to one-shot everything, and with 2 of them I can clear even more enemies. Okay, so yeah, keeping some of them duplicated, just like the aerial here. I have the fast aerial and then the slow aerial. Okay, and then this one also, the fast Phoenix and the slow Phoenix. Yeah, the Phoenix I can actually use Aplodia on here. Let's just use Aplodia. Ta-da! It's a better pilot. This one is G Generation series, right? Yeah. And then the double eraser, I still have one in here, just waiting to be used. I can actually just 1-star this guy, but because this is a limited time unit and I don't need double eraser to be that strong. Okay, he's just there to just soak up damage. Okay, I don't need to counterattack the enemy, although he can deal quite high damage. Okay, but I prefer to just attack using a normal attacker than using a tank. So yeah, I just so happen to have a 1-star Gundam H1. So in PvP he has very high attack. Like, look at this. Tada! 19,000 attack. The fuck? Like, none of my other options can deal that much damage. Like, look at that. Even the Destiny is 16,000. Okay. So I don't have any other attacker that can deal as much damage as that guy. So I'm gonna try using that guy first. Okay. Maybe if I SSP convert the Dragoon Strike, but I'm saving the SSP conversion for the Phoenix Gundam. Yep. Like, look at that. So yeah, what else should we do? Then let's just wait until it reset. Would I have any Eternal Road that we can try? But Eternal Road gonna take a long time. What should I do? Challenge stages, missions, I only left the ones with experience. I really need experience. So yeah, let's just rest a bit. If you do have any other questions, like, you know, just talk about it now. I mean, we've already wasted the whole live stream for basically theory crafting. Not really theory crafting, like all this theory I've already crafted long time ago. I'm just, like, you know, sharing it with all of you guys. What is your thing about GP02 3-star for next league? Quite okay. I'm gonna share you a video of GP02 killing everything. Let me see. I did have a shorts about that, or maybe the videos. Let me share you the videos. It's quite far a long time ago. Okay, this one. Ta-da! I'm gonna post it in the chat. You can just grab that and check out the video, okay, while waiting for reset. We were bound to get a critical gift on a waifu tower. What? What critical gift? When the banner live stream. What banner live stream? Huh? What banner live stream? I didn't make a video of the banner review. I get justice. I'm still thinking of Noir or the pilot is worth getting. It's really worth, but the thing is that it's a non-limited. So you always have a chance to just get them anytime in the future. You know, maybe Melee Awaken and Range too. Huh? What do you mean? Melee Awaken and Range. Sorry, roadmap live stream, I mean. Around 20th something, okay? Usually they stream it right before the Master League. Or right on the Master League. There are actually a lot of comments in my latest video. Volume 2 standard banner is basically that because they make all the new units become too strong. Well, even before the version 2, the version 1 is actually already overlapped by a lot of units, you know. So it's not that bad, you know. The volume 1, the version 1 is still worth it back then. You know, for those of you who didn't have Yona Bastard and also Mikazuki durability, it's a double support defense pilot. Okay, so still, you know, that's the purpose of the premium unit assembly, to get the units that should have been there a long time ago, but you are not lucky enough to get them. So right now, the unit that is worth grabbing on the version 2, aside from the version 1, I'm also gonna mention the unit from version 1, okay? Like the Zeong, I really want the Zeong, okay? Like this is a Psychomu, so I definitely can use this guy. And because this is a tough as nails, if only I have this guy right now, I will definitely use this from my main attacker, okay? Because this is tough as nails. So I really want the Zeong. He also has a cheat death ability, so really nice. And cheat death will prevent the enemy from getting a double chance step. And then after that, the comfort for the pilot. Mikhail is a really strong Zeon pilot, okay? So he can basically pilot every single Zeon unit and be the best at them, okay? And then Zero Amada is no longer relevant now that we have the Zero Amada SSR. He is an even better pilot than the Zero Amada, the SSR support version. And then the Psycho Zaku, okay? This one is very much worth it because Psycho Zaku is a very versatile unit. Look at that, a lot of attacks. UC series Mono Eye, Protagonist, Rival, Special Unit, Zeon, one-shot killer Zaku, Thunderbolt, and this, the mobile suit gun. And a special debuffer. Although right now we have the Half Fast, we have the Strike Noir, we have a lot of new special weapon debuffer. So you have a lot of other options, okay? Back then, only New Gundam and Psycho Zaku are the only ones who has a special weapon debuffer. But right now we have a lot more options. So if you don't use this guy, or you've already used the Strike Noir, then his priority becomes less important for you, okay? Now, going down, we have the New Gundam for the other special debuffer. Again, same reasoning. If you don't use this guy, if you don't need this guy, then you can use the other special weapon debuffer, okay? And The Sinanju for the full frontal, a really nice pilot to go supercharged from the very beginning on any unit. And he is a melee pilot, okay? So it's rare to have a melee pilot that has a supercharge from the start. Oh, there is Setsuna. Yeah, there is Setsuna. There is Setsuna, there is full frontal. But this is a support pilot, so you can use double support attack, okay? So double support attack melee pilot with supercharge from the very beginning, okay? Quite rare to have that kind of pilot. So that's still useful. And then Yona Bastard, now you have an option to use Io Flamingo, okay? So either Io Flamingo or Yona Bastard, you can grab either one, but I would say that Io Flamingo is better than Yona Bastard right now. Because the Gundam full armor, you can use it better compared to this one. This one can only be used in space. Although there are a lot of space stages, but yeah, when he is strong against his enemy, he is stronger than the Gundam full armor, but the Gundam full armor is still more versatile. Can be used in a lot more situations. Okay. Right now, because of the latest buff for the NTD, he becomes a really strong unit, this narrative Gundam. But still, like, he cannot protect his allies on the ground. Okay. And then the Penelope, also this one is a really nice EFSF pilot. Now this one is Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway, so not really a lot of options. Okay. So scratch that, Io Flamingo is still better. This guy can go supercharged from the very beginning. Okay. If you do want a better one, the Soxibuk is the offensive version of EFSF durability pilot. He only has a single support defense, that's the only downside. But in terms of damage, he can go supercharged from the very beginning and deal damage to his enemies. Okay. Again, in terms of usefulness, Io Flamingo is still better. Okay. And then going down, we have yeah, nothing else worth pulling. I mean, like, the rest are optional. Yep. So that's it. So for me, I only want the Zeong. I only want this. Who do you want to get, Vivi? Justice or Noir? Let me see. I think I need the Noir more. Because here's the thing. Like, for the Justice Gundam, because I have God Gundam, I have Destiny, I have Barbatus. So even though this guy deal higher damage than them, but it's only a little bit by a little bit. So I don't need any replacement for them right now, okay? It's only a little upgrade from the Justice Gundam compared to my current God Gundam and Destiny Gundam, and also Barbatus. And I have a lot of other alternative melee attacker if they only add zero limit break. Okay, the SSR SP converted unit is sometimes a much better option. I still have the Lupus Rex SSP. Okay, so the Justice Gundam becomes optional for me. Atrunzala is where I want to use. I can use him to pilot the Strike Freedom that I have right now and deal insanely high damage. But then again, he is still the same attacker as Kira Yamete. He only deal higher damage and supercharged from the very beginning. So he doesn't have the utility that I want, which is a double support attack. So if I get Savan instead, I can put him on the Strike Freedom and get a double support attack with increased damage dealt to enemies by 15%. So this is a much better option for me to slap on the Strike Freedom to get that double support attack. And also the Strike Noir, even at zero limit break, I can use him to use the map weapon. Okay, like avoid dying when charging to the enemy first. Like, I'm hoping that this guy, if left to AI, he will go to the front and snipe two enemies straight away. because you can definitely reach 2 enemies, okay, with your snipe. Like this has a nice range. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, see? So in PvP in Master League, because you can always attack at least 3 enemies with 5 ranged weapon from any position. So you should use this map weapon because you can aim 2 enemies at once. Okay, so I'm hoping this is the unit that can go very fast and not dying in the process. Okay, like you usually don't want a fast unit in Master League because they just go first and die first. So this guy will finally break that cycle, okay, using the map weapon instead, and debuff your enemy with a level 5 defense down. And they cannot counterattack you, and then when it's your actual attacker turn, you can deal damage while getting the benefit of his debuff. And also because he moved to the front and piloted by Sylvan, he has a double support attack. So he is already in position to support counter on any enemy units who moves next against you. And because he has full HP, so he can avoid getting targeted by the enemy and still use your attacker to be the bait at the back to pull the enemy closer to you, and he will support attack using his 5 range EX weapon and give another debuff, the special weapon debuff, so the enemy will get defense down and special weapon debuff right from the very beginning of the battle. That's what I'm hoping. So the Strike Noir has more usage than the Justice Gundam, okay, for me. So I prefer the Strike Noir and Sylvan if I ever get a UR unit from this banner. La Crusade is at the better side. No, I think La Crusade has a Zaf tech, so he doesn't get the advantage. No. La Crusade, his affinity tech doesn't benefit strike freedom, if I remember. Let me find. Crusade. What is his? Yeah, he doesn't even have affinity attack bonus. The fuck? Let me show you. Ta-da! So this is Raoul Crusoe, and he won't use this because he's piloting strike freedom. And then awakened stats, he only has this much, 813, although that's quite high. But look at this, he doesn't have any bonus final damage. Okay, so Sylvan will still deal higher damage on the strike freedom compared to this pilot. I have 2 gears left. What do you think? I use or to save future unit? If you don't need, if your current unit is already strong enough, then just save it. Okay, future unit might be stronger than your current one. Full Strike Noir only to get Sylvan. Only Sylvan pilot is good since he is versatile, flexible pilot. Yes, exactly. You can just slap him on any Seed Destiny units and have a double support attack with bonus final damage increase. Strike Noir is the best support unit. It's very useful. Okay, for best, I don't know. It depends on the situation. Okay, like what do you consider best? Like who can deal the highest damage, or who can have more utility, or can attack the enemy without getting countered back. There are a lot of best category. Not me using Crusade for my Destiny and Impulse. Yeah, but now you can use Sylvan to be an even better pilot than this guy, because the Sylvan has this. What is it? Sylvan berbayang-bayang. Look at that. Increase damage dealt to enemies by 15%. This increase your damage by a lot. Okay. So yeah. Free attack boost movable map weapon. Yes, that one is definitely really good. But we don't know yet, okay? I'm hoping that the AI will use that. Yeah, hopefully the AI will use the map weapon more instead of the EX weapon. Let me see. Let me borrow a Silp account again. Although I think he is currently doing his dailies. Yeah, I want to auto him, auto the strike noir in a stage. And we already reset, so let's go back home. By the way, I think the biggest information usually you can get from me when I'm doing a Master League. Because accidentally I will use every single possible strategy that you can use in this game just to win in the Master League. What you need to invade from OOF? What is OOF? What is OOF? If strike no our first move in Master League, not the map weapon, is high mobility stat is a bad thing. Sometimes. But there is another use for that high mobility, okay? Which is what I already explained to you in my Master League team, okay? To move first and attack the enemy, getting countered, and take that counter attack onto your highest attacker with the support defense on counter. That way, it will guarantee that your attacker will have the lowest HP among your allies. Like, look at this. Like this formation, you can imagine. Okay, let's rearrange. Look at this. This is at formation 4. So this is at formation 4. He gonna go to the front and attack the enemy. And because this only has a 4-range weapon, so he gonna attack the position 1 of the enemy. And then the position 1 gonna counter attack me. And because we have Andrew on the strike freedom, he gonna support defense on counter on the freedom and take that damage on to the strike freedom, making the strike freedom have low HP. And because this is an attacker, he already has low HP at naturally by himself. So he now will guarantee that he will have the lowest HP among all these attacker and support unit. So that the next time the enemy move, will attack the strike freedom. So the more mobility your support unit has, the higher chance that you will move first and let all the enemy moves in between your support unit that moves first and before your attacker move. Okay, so like right now, I use the Freedom Gundam because he is at 2 stars, so I have 19,000 mobility out of him. So there are 2,000 difference in mobility. I do hope all the enemies move in between here and all gonna aim the strike freedom. I can support defense him and he will counterattack the enemy. So that's the strategy that you can use with the Strike Noir, being the fastest unit in this game, will guarantee that you move first, grab that enemy counterattack, put it on the strike freedom, and basically just kill all of them using counterattack from the strike freedom. Okay, so that's the strategy you can use with the fastest unit in the game. And also, I'm gonna go to this stage. Let me go to the other DN player. Oh wait, did I capture a different screen just now? Yeah, I think you understand. Even if I catch a different screen just now. So let me go here, and let me just use Strike Noir, and we're gonna check out his his auto. Let me see. You don't have enough AP. Fuck. Let's just go to the Eternal Road then. We don't need AP on the Eternal Road. Where is the van? Okay. So I'm gonna auto this Strike Noir. We will see if there are two enemy mobile armors here, how the AI works. Okay, will he snipe one target only with double snipe, or will he split the damage into these two targets, or will he use his EX weapon? Okay, let's see. The moment of truth, auto. Range boost. Okay, he used the EX weapon. Okay, too bad. So we cannot rely on him using his map weapon on PvP either. Okay, and he just died. Yeah, so that's what I'm afraid. Okay, but we still don't know. Okay, what's gonna trigger him into using his map weapon? We will see in PvP, hoping that he will use that map weapon. Okay. Nice way. Maybe good night. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Okay. Try changing him with the bleed strike. What? My team? No, my build strike is slower. My build strike is at 0 limit break. Ta-da! So 18,000 mobility with 11,000 mobility. Yeah. You already know who is faster. The Strike Noir testing. Why build strike? We're trying to see if the Strike Noir use map weapon or not. Why do I change to build strike? What the hell? Change their position. Oh, you mean put him at the back? It won't change the outcome though. I'm loading back the account again. Let me see. Grinding the narrative. Okay, so we are back. Gonna give up this. And you say he's swapping with the build strike? Let's go. Okay, so let's auto this Strike Noir. Let's see. Click on him, and then use auto. Tada! EX weapon. Told you. Because this is a moving map weapon, the AI will not change their behavior. If they use the EX weapon, then they're gonna use the EX weapon no matter where you position them. So yeah, that's the AI. They prefer to use the EX weapon instead of the map weapon. So I'm hoping that in PvP, we're gonna be able to determine what triggers him into using his map weapon. And then if you can abuse that, then you can have him use map weapon instead. So any stage where there are a lot of enemies, I think he'll be. There we go, strike more. That's Sortie. Gonna see if he used the map weapon, if we fight against, like, you know, a lot of weaker enemies. Let's not even his EX weapon, he used something else. He used the linear gun thingy. Really? Oh yeah. So why? I don't know. But still, he doesn't use, the conclusion is still the same. He doesn't use his map weapon. So let's see. Auto. So when fighting against, like, you know, smaller enemies, he actually uses his map weapon. Look at that. So I'm really hoping, even though it doesn't kill them, okay? So he has an option to kill them, I think, with EX weapon, but he doesn't use it. Or maybe if he cannot kill anyone with his EX weapon, then he will use the map weapon. Okay. So his behavior is different against a mobile armor. Okay. Yeah, he cannot kill anyone, so that's why he chose the map weapon. Okay. So yeah, really, I'm hoping that's gonna be what happens in the Master League. Okay. Yeah, still don't know what triggers his thingy. Let's go to the rifle. Let me see. Wait, is he protagonist? Huh? Is he a protagonist? Yeah, he is protagonist. What the fuck? Isn't he the bad guy in the Stargazer story? Huh? Why? Can you check his level? Just curious, the weapon. I think the EX weapon definitely gonna be level 3 and the rest is like level 5. Tada! See? So yeah. He preferred to use his green weapon instead of EX weapon then. And instead of the map weapon. Okay. So let's auto this. See, here's my weapon. Okay. So yeah, against mobile armor, his behavior is different. That's why I'm hoping that's what's gonna happen in the Master League. Okay, like using the map weapon instead, because the AI, the logic is there. Okay, when you cannot one-shot your enemy, and then the next objective is to find 2 enemies that are within your range. If they are within your range, then you will use your map weapon. Yeah, the Seed Trio, Sin, Atra, and Kira got all protect, but some of them is the bad guy. No, it's because in the story they change into the good guy at the end. Okay, so that makes sense. But for that guy, the Strike Noir, he's been the bad guy until the end. What's different from MR Shadow? What MR Shadow? What is MR Shadow? The Shadow. Oh, what do you mean? What's different? Like he is not yet becoming a good guy. He only sleep together with Selene, and that's it. The movie ends. Even though in the alternative ending, it is shown in the manga that he comes back and try to be a good guy, but that's another different story. It's like a Char, you know. Char at the end of the Char's counterattack, he became the good guy, but he is still a rival. He's still the rival in this game. Like he helped prevent the meteor falling down, right? So yeah. It's not like the Thunderbolt series where the protagonist and rival is very blur. It was 100% new type bullshit. Hey, but he did help, you know, while Sven berbayang-bayang just sleep. He just sleep because he doesn't have his unit anymore. He didn't even help anything. Just keeping warm, that's all. By the way, my live stream video of watching the Stargazer, there are a ton of copyrighted music in there. So Bandai really loves to copyright their music. Okay, so we are done with this. Let's just skip. This one, skip. This one, skip. This one, skip. Okay, we have this mission done. Then we're gonna do a boss battle. The music is not Bandai's. They also bought the license from the singer to play it. Yeah, but other you know, game developer, they actually keep the what you say, the copyright. Like, you know, Final Fantasy, all of their musics are not copyrighted, even though they have a really good music. I think it's because the Final Fantasy composer is hired by the Final Fantasy itself. Still, like, they could have you know, just compensate the singer, you know, by buying their license or something, and not throwing it back to the copyright material anymore. Just like Atrun is still the rival in Destiny, but it's time to Shin, and he teaches Shin an important lesson. Don't kick a unit that is using a beam kick weapon. The game soundtrack are the ones they give for free that you can check here. The game soundtrack are the ones they give for free that you can check here. It's not copyrighted, but also made it their own. You wanna check Unicorn, the team on the unit says Hiroyuki Sawano. Yeah. They put the artist. Just like the Final Fantasy also, they put the artist in there. But the artist is hired by the Final Fantasy to make their music. So it's owned by the Final Fantasy. I forgot, Final Fantasy is Capcom, right? No. Oh, Square Enix, yeah. Square Enix owned the copyright. So they decided not to charge the player anymore for the copyright. They just keep it to themselves. So Bandai is just too nice, you know. I think they also outsource the series. That's why there are so many different Gundam series, so many different you know, story. So because they basically just throw it to someone else to make a story, and if they deem it to be good, then they keep it in the final version. That's why you have different 2D, 3D, you know, like the MSE Glue, and then the Stargazer story probably is made by someone who loves drama, but not so much with the action battle of robot versus robot. Okay. And yeah, like you know, the Gundam Rogue Orbit, that's also, they probably franchise it to someone who loves Monster Hunter so much. So we have totally different thingy. So they cannot keep the copyright into themselves, so they just throw it somewhere else. The thing is, the music was for the anime, not the game. S Gundam is the real example. Or S Gundam. Like, you mean S Gundam is from anime? Yeah, probably because Gundam started off as anime, not game. And maybe that's why the music is copyrighted. I don't know. Is there any example of anime that you can use their music on? I think there should be. There should be an anime where you can use their music freely. Yeah, there should be some anime who can have that kind of music. Amala has made S Gundam, but Bandai said we don't want you to write a Gundam story. S Gundam is manga and game. Oh, okay. Ragnarok anime. Okay. Yeah. Like I wish Ragnarok has an anime, you know. It will be epic. Back then when Ragnarok was still the hype, you know, I really wish that they make a Ragnarok anime. Wait, we have a Ragnarok animation. Ragnarok the animation from 2004. No, that's not considered Ragnarok. Like it's made by fan without any story whatsoever. Like the story doesn't make sense. Okay, they just try to look cool. That's it. I watched that and you know I don't like the story. We get attraction, but they said, "Hey, we like your story. Can we have it?" But the writer said, "You can sell merchandise, but creative rights are mine." Yeah, I think that's the S Gundam. I don't know like all the things that about that S Gundam, but yeah, that's why Bandai. We know that all these units are not made by themselves. It's a collective fan-made series, you know. So anyway, that's it for tonight's stream, guys. We've already learned a lot, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the Master League, I guess. I think we don't have anything else that is worth streaming, you know. I do want to play other games later. So yeah, toys, but they can make an anime. Yeah, true. So thanks for watching and good night. Okay, so bye bye. Do I have a closing song though? But I keep forgetting to use it. So let's just start the closing song, although I cannot hear it myself. I also even forget what do I put for the closing song. So here it is. Hopefully it's not copyrighted. I don't know what this is, but I forgot. So anyway, bye bye.